Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Monday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. We have Kyle Wallace back from wherever he was gallivanting.
Yeah, your boy was in New York.
Wow, the big city.
I'm a New Yorker now, you know. Give me some of that a bagel and some spread. Some bagel and spread. What do they call? Bagel schmear. It's bagel and schmear. A little bagel and schmear, a little bit of that.
I think Kyle needs to keep traveling everywhere. Just come back to talk.
There's Southern Kyle.
Southern Kyle. We got New York Kyle.
New York Kyle. What you mean?
Yeah.
Went to the museum, Broadway. It was amazing.
I need like a European Kyle.
I'll be going to Europe in a couple months.
There we go.
Lisbon. I don't know how they.
Even that's sort of Borat.
Wah, wah, wee, wah. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, is here as well. We are at the Good Karma Brands UW Volleyball Clinic, and it is a great camp for kids that are popping in right now. We have the middle school crew coming in. The high school crew just finished up. We have 3 current Wisconsin Badger volleyball players putting on a clinic here at Vincent High School. So just a wonderful collaboration between the Badgers and helping the youth grow the game of volleyball.
V-House?
I don't know what you just said.
Where we at? We Vincent Vikings. V-House. That's what they call it. V-House.
V-House.
They're the
What do they call
Vincent
Brookfield Central?
The
B House?
Yeah, I wish it was something that cool.
BC.
BC. Now we're talking.
Yeah, really, really good fun stuff.
A house that Brad Nortman built.
Powerful.
But can't get into
The house that ended Kyle Wallace's career.
That is true. That's sad but true. Sad but true.
the school Brad can't get into the Hall of Fame for. 800-990-3776 is the
strike out again.
Carbless talking text.
don't
Now, we got
know.
some time. We got some time
I don't
until
know if there's been an
the
update.
next Brookfield Central Hall of Fame induction, but that's not the news of the day. The news of the day is the news of every day until we are World Series champions. It's the Milwaukee Brewers out of the All-Star break, continuing where they left off, 7 games straight into the All-Star break. And I remember heading back to last Friday, Alex Strofe was on me a little bit because I was just like, my whole thing was, let's just see what happens out of the All-Star break. I think the Tigers had won a bunch as well. There were some teams that were doing really well heading into the All-Star break. What are you going to do after the All-Star break? What do the Brewers do? Throw out the biggest hodgepodge lineup of all time on a Sunday against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The results followed with another sweep of the Dodgers on the road, out of the gate, and it's just quite frankly, I want to start off by this. I was at a concert Friday, and at the concert, typically at a concert, I do not pull my phone out. I don't even take pictures. I don't take videos. I think videos at concerts are overrated. I think that's a discussion for another day. But I went to just follow the Brewers. I was like, what's going on here? And it's just like one of those things where it's like, wait, I'm at a concert. I'm kind of, I'm having a good time. Does that say 10 Ks against Quinn Priester's name?
Yeah.
And I scrubbed my eyes, refreshed the page, and it was 10 Ks next to Quinn Priester's name. And it's just a blessing every day to be a Brewers fan, to see what you're going to be surprised with. Then next thing I know, Andrew Vaughn, one of the games I'm watching, is 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He's on base every time. And then yesterday you see the lineup that they put together. It is ridiculous. I think what the Brewers are doing isn't even being appreciated enough. It's just not. The way that they got hurt with all the pitchers and all the teams that also had injuries to their staffs and guys getting hurt.
That was the early storyline.
What this team is able to do with the payroll that they have is unbelievable. I love them. How could you not love them? Brad, I know you actually love them more now because you did something.
I got the fever, boys. The fever, and it's the Brewer fever. Now, we talked on Friday. I said, you know what? if this team goes 2 out of 3 against the LA Dodgers, I'm going to go ahead and get FanDuel. I'm going to be all on board. I'm going to open up my rib cage and say, Brewers, take my heart. Hold it carefully now and don't break it.
Yanked it out like you were playing Mortal Kombat.
They did, right out of like Indiana Jones. And I was sitting there at the Nortman estate. It was like, I don't know, it was like 9 o'clock Saturday night. I've had a couple carbless. Lexi's getting ready for his birthday party, doing some crafts. And I'm like, what am I doing? I just need to buy FanDuel, subscribe the rest of the year, and be all in. And that's exactly what I did. And I watched the rest of the game Saturday night, watched the game on Sunday, and I am right there now. I don't know how you can't watch this team and be struck by how remarkable they are, given their salary cap, given the way they built the team, given the way that it doesn't matter who it is. Somebody steps up, and putting this team on a 10-game winning streak, the best, tied for the best record in the Major League Baseball, maybe now a game or a half game behind the Tigers. Either way, it is must-see TV. It is thrilling. But what they have done not only this season, but the past decade is remarkable. This deserves to be America's baseball team. It really does. Forget the big payrolls or whatever. This is America's baseball team, and I am fully on board. You guys know, I put my cold hard cash towards something. You know I'm all in on it. I'm all in on FanDuel. I already can't wait for tonight. I already cannot wait for every game the Brewers play. And this run, it's just getting started.
Yeah, so I was a believer in the Milwaukee Brewers this whole year, but you already know where I was at. No, wait a minute.
What?
We could go. You could play the tape from when the Brewers.
Yeah, but you've also said 80
No.
other things within the tape that you want to play.
It was a This Is Fun year. Because Kyle, I was there with you now.
No. I was always with the Brewers. But I said,
their windows in the next two years or whatnot.
But I will say this declaratively, is that the Milwaukee Brewers have proven to me in the last 10, 12, whatever it is, in the last month of baseball, honestly being the best baseball team since the month of June, is the Milwaukee Brewers are a World Series contender. And now, as you, Brad, have opened up your heart to the Milwaukee Brewers, I have also opened up my mind to this being more than just a fun summer, and this actually being a summer where you look at the Brewers, you say, my goodness, I think this team has a chance. They just didn't sweep anybody. They series swept the Los Angeles Dodgers. But the thing is this, it's not about just winning. It's how they won. They were up. The Dodgers came back, but they didn't front. They didn't get upset. They were like, oh, no. We're
Isaac Collins.
Here
comes another one.
The strangest.
Batting cleanup, decided to put him in the cleanup spot on a weird Sunday lineup, and he delivered.
But they did not back down. They keep bouncing back. And for me, this is the sign of a dog that has fight. This is a sign of a team that believes in themselves. And, fella, this isn't just a moment where we caught lightning in a bottle. This is a really good baseball team that believes in themselves. This ragtag bunch of guys that was put together that after the torpedo bats torpedoed their way through the Brewers, we all were saying, oh, what are they going to be? What's going to happen? This team came together, and look what they have now. They are a great baseball team, and I'm saying here they are a World Series worthy team.
They are World Series worthy, and just the many different ways that they can win. And this last weekend, sort of a microcosm of that, a grinded out, low-scoring pitching duel Friday night, sort of a fireworks of sense on Saturday night, and a back-and-forth game on Sunday. You got a different cast of characters that step up. You've got stud pitchers, whether it be in the bullpen or the starting pitch. I don't know how you can't look at this team, not only love them, but put real hope in them, because the Milwaukee Brewers, it's usually a good story, right? It's a low end of salary cap or payroll, I guess is a better way to put it. But this year's feel different.
They have an embarrassment of riches in pitching. Like early this year, we're like, at this point now, you got guys coming back like Nestor Cortez saying, you can't send Quentin Priester down to the minor leagues at this point. He has to stay. He's pitched phenomenally in the last couple of years.
He has 8 wins, and he hasn't been with the Brewers the whole season.
He has been phenomenal.
8 wins is a lot in today's baseball.
But the way he has pitched, not just the last game was magnificent, but the way he has pitched of late, Quentin Priester has been fantastic. Like the Brewers? This is embarrassing for the Brewers. It's like what are we going to do?
It's embarrassing for the rest of the MLB when you look at their payroll in comparison to the the payroll of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The 110 measly million on the payroll, able to win 6 games against you, all 6 in different ways.
Season sweep. Unbelievable. You are literally frustrating other opponents. When you put the microphone in front of them and they are objectively
Clayton Kershaw.
frustrated, it's like that is
I had
just
fun giving a
beautiful.
cool tidbit about the Miz last week, but now this is getting really frustrating, losing to the Brewers.
It was cute last week. It was cute before the All-Star break. Oh, look at this little team, that little good pitcher, a little goofy guy. Now I was like, wait a minute now. We ain't beat this team all year long.
Adam chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. He's got the Brew Crew flu too, boys.
Oh, I like that.
Lewis chimes in. Brad, I've been watching YouTube highlights all year. Bit the bullet, subscribed, inject the Brewers into my veins.
Attaboy, Lou, just like me. I could hold out no longer. Gotta watch these Brewers. It's just what we're watching. It's just unique. We need to enjoy it. We need to soak up every bit of it. I'm speaking almost more to myself because you've been on board all year, Benny Brust.
Let's hear from a broken man, a broken future Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw.
I don't make anything of it. They beat us. We need to play better tomorrow. I don't have much to say. I'm going to get myself in trouble. So let's just call it. Thanks. All right.
Wait, I thought he doesn't make anything of it. Clayton Kershaw post-game against the Brewers says he doesn't make anything of it. Then he says, wait, I don't want to talk because I don't want to get myself in trouble.
I don't want to get myself in trouble. The Brewers are, like Brad said, frustrating a lot of teams. And let me admit something. I went to bed dreaming about the Brewers because I was on the East Coast and the West Coast is 3 hours behind, so I fell asleep on Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in New York. They played in L.A.
Got it.
So there's a 3-hour difference. And so when it's 7 o'clock there, it's 10 o'clock my time, and I was tired. Your boy was tired.
Yeah.
And so I went to sleep dreaming about the Brewers. Like, oh, did the Brewers win? Did they lose? You know when you wake up in the middle of the night like it's Christmas to check to see the presents under the tree? I woke up in the middle of the night to say, where's Twitter X? I go and I see the Brewers win. I said, baby, 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 they did it again. They won again. Quinn Priestley had a masterful. I'm watching them strike out guys. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm telling you, the Brewers have taken over me, and I know they've taken over the city. This is going to be a fun summer.
They've taken over the state.
The state.
It is. But this can be a memorable summer for the Milwaukee Brewers. This team may just have it. I know last season was something special for the Brewers, and they couldn't get it because Devin Williams blew it for them. But something could be brewing for this team because the thing is, a lot of these guys are just figuring out and they're having clutch at-bats. And for me, I don't think this is just an anomaly. I think this is who they are.
All right, well, this leads to the next portion of this. Dave from Aaron chimes in. Heck yeah, I love Benny and the Brewers' enthusiasm, but that's why I say don't mess with a single thing before the playoffs. Trade deadline is going to be coming up here in about 9-10 days. So you hear the perspective of it's all rolling, everything's great, and in the moment of everything being great, there is a lot of season left, and you have to think, what do you need in the postseason? So let's put it on Twitter at KBN ESPN. If you were Matt Arnold, would you keep the team the same or make a move at the deadline? 800-990-3776. If you were Matt Arnold, would you keep the team the same or would you make a move, likely for a bat, at the deadline? 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. We are live from Vincent High School for a great collaboration with Good Karma Brands, the UW Badgers, and a wonderful volleyball clinic for high school and middle school children. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman continues next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
You start just listening and reading the tea leaves here. I don't think Watson's going to miss as much time. I would bet he's playing before Halloween.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
He's running, he's cutting, and yes, it's different. I get all of that, but he is highly motivated. He is going to push and push. This isn't going to be one of those, I'm going to wait till I'm 6,000% healthy.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel. Cheer on the tiny racers at the Duckswind Derby. and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juheo Cyril, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the Masquerade Ball at the Miller Stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit germanfest.com.
Awarded Best of Weddings 2023 by The Knot, The Bog is much more than world-class golf. Our clubhouse ballroom offers floor-to-ceiling windows and a breathtaking full-wall fireplace. Our barn venue was inspired by the on-site barn at Hole 6, built in the 1800s. 2 outdoor ceremony sites and a variety of personalized options. Our venues are perfect for family get-togethers, weddings, showers, graduation parties, or any event you are hosting. Call The Bog at 262-292-0740 or visit thebarnofthebog.com.
Hi, Mitzi. What's the news from Kessler's and Brookfield?
Everything's smooth like butter. We're all just marching to the beat of the big bass drum.
That sounds like fun.
Your email said you wanted to talk about 32 things. What are they?
The 32 things are rare and special engagement rings.
Tell me more.
Each one of these amazing rings is just waiting for someone to choose the center stone.
What about the side stones?
All the side stones are Kessler 81s.
81 windows exploding with light instead of just 57 windows that are modestly glowing like most other diamonds.
We have 16 rings in 18 karat gold and 16 rings in platinum.
All they need is a center diamond?
Yeah, and our prices on natural center diamonds and created center diamonds are incredibly low right now.
Each store has a beautiful assortment of these rings?
Yes, and they're priced from just $900 up to $3,900.
Good job. Keep marching to the beat of that big bass drum, Mitzi. I'm excited.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 48-ounce selected variety Cedar Crust ice cream, $4.49. 12-count selected variety Stone Ridge Fudge or Orange Cream Bars, $3.49. 8-pack or 64-ounce selected varieties Juicy Juice, 2 for $6. 4.5 to 5.3-ounce selected varieties Chobani Flips Yogurt, 2 for $3.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers.
Safe. Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Dr. Aaron Holtebeck and his team at Holtebeck Eye Center make vision care a top priority. They are your premium provider for eye care and corrective eye surgeries. Dr. Holtebeck has been helping local patients with their eye care needs for over 20 years. Dr. Nausheen Abbas joined the Holtebeck Eye Center team last September, and her practice philosophy is to provide patient-centered medicine by giving all options. Located in Brookfield near the corner of Calhoun and Capitol. Learn more about their services at holtebeck.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When you got me all in my head, think I'd rather you in my bed. Whatever it is, you know I can take it.
On Twitter at KBN ESPN, and we're asking you, KBN Nation, at this point, if you were Matt Arnold, if you were the Brewers GM, would you keep the team the same? Or would you make a move by the deadline? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, all together at Vincent High School. We have a great collaboration between ESPN Wisconsin, Good Karma Brands, the UW Athletics, Wisconsin women's volleyball team. Have a couple members here for a wonderful volleyball clinic. High school kids were just in, and now the middle school kids are rolling in. And I'll tell you what, as we continue to just, I don't know, like just blush and just fall deeply in love every day that goes by, I need a new Brewers jersey.
I know, Stroff. I heard it.
What?
You
blush.
Gush? You mean gush over?
I'm blushing.
Oh, okay. You're flattered.
I'm blushing and gushing.
Oh, flattered by the Brewers.
Ben's getting all the feels.
So I'm not going to talk about my old jersey, but what I will talk about is what I need.
Yeah.
And We know Strofe has Sal Frelick. He was on that horse, so I'm not going to jump on that. I would never want to ride anything that Strofe is riding because he's so unathletic and I want to be associated with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I love too many of the players that I want to get a Pat Murphy jersey for real. He's number 49, which is the most obscure number probably
Is that
of all
his
time.
number, huh? He never shows it.
Why
right?
do managers get numbers?
I don't
Very
know.
Strange.
I don't know, but I can't wait to buy my number 49 jersey.
That's a Giovanni Guerrero jersey.
Wow.
Good pull. Good pull. That being said, like they're all so lovable in everything they do.
Yeah.
Like you could pick a guy and be like, oh, Bryce Strang, I like him. He was a platinum Glover. Like, are you kidding me? You go down the roster and you be like, oh, I'm a Yelich guy. He's handsome, and he's had a great resurgence after a bad start to the season. William Contreras. Oh, I love him. He's battling through playing with a broken finger. Oh, let's go to Jackson Churio, who's heading into the All-Star break, had the third most hits in the National League behind Trey Turner and Manny Machado. Like, you want to keep going? How about somebody by the name of Caleb Durbin, who just came here and has been awesome the last month and a half at third base?
The nostalgia in me almost wants to get a Brandon Woodruff jersey, too, for all he's done.
I didn't even say The Miz.
And a big comeback.
The Miz, your all-star Freddie, Trevor McGill in the back end, Abner Uribe.
I like
Nick
Abner. He
Mears.
likes to throw hands.
Yeah, you name it. There are so many lovable Brewers that I think because the manager, who I love as well, gets to play with all the pieces and put it all together, I think I'm just Team Pat Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, Pat Murphy, you couldn't go wrong with him. And this is the first time I've really noticed because, you know, he has that, you said that tattoo on his arm. What does it say? No surrender.
No regrets.
No regret. I mean,
No
it's like,
regrets.
it is just unbelievably cool. And he is tough. And this is how you know that Brewer fever is in full swing. You guys know me. I don't buy new clothes, right? I've got so much issued gear over the course of my life that I don't need to buy any new clothes. But wouldn't you know, in addition to the FanDuel purchase, I was scrolling the Brewers Pro Shop thinking, you know what? I got to refresh my wardrobe for a big push here. So that's how you know I'm fully in. And this team, they're captivating. There's no other word than captivating.
I think I know what the next tattoo I'm going to get is going to be.
What is it?
It's the same one as Pat Murphy. No retreat.
No retreat.
No surrender.
No surrender.
Now, if you got that on your arm sleeve, Ben, now that I would respect.
No retreat.
Not a treat.
No surrender.
I mean, let's be real quick. Pat Murphy is an absolute dog, militant. Just that.
He's perfect.
He about that life. He is about that life. See, some people do a little talking. No, he said, no. I live this. No retreat, no surrender whatsoever. And he lives by it. And the Milwaukee Brewers exemplify it every time they are on the field. Ben, I don't give you credit too often, but that was a genius idea of wanting to get a Pat Murphy jersey because Pat Murphy, out of everybody, out of all the great guys they have on this team, Pat Murphy is the best personality we have.
He's a dog, man. I love him. He would win the MLB Manager Royal Rumble.
No, he would.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
He's like 70.
He would take Craig Counsell and throw him out of the ring.
That's what he would do. And suck the blood.
Wow.
See that one move.
But that's why I love him.
No, I do
He's
too.
got some psycho in
Yeah,
him,
he does.
but also some calculated, like.
No, he always.
But like when things are going the way that it shouldn't go, like go back to the Cubs series, I believe it was, where he's barking at the manager or at the umpire when the strike zone all of a sudden
even after a win, he wasn't very happy.
Well, and think about even comparing to Counsell. Counsell's all calculated and controlled. You got to have some passion, right? It's so long of a season. Too calculated. And that's what I'm saying. He went too far in that direction. I think guys want to follow a guy that has personality, courage, and passion, and that is Pat Murphy.
In the knock that we give Matt LaFleur talking about the Green Bay Packers, it feels like the identity of the Packers football team, you don't really know what it is because you don't know what Matt LaFleur's identity is.
Eyebrows, good hair, and a handsome man.
Good looking, sure. Him and Jordan Love, very good looking. But Pat Murphy, you know what the identity is. It's scrappy, it's fighter, it's never give up, and that is exactly what the players follow, and that's exactly who this Milwaukee
Brewers is. It took all of like 2 months to establish that, which, you know, on the flip side, talking about Matt LaFleur and the Packers, it's been all these years, and we still don't quite know. Pat Murphy, when you try to establish a culture, you either do it or you don't. And he did it quickly, and this team is now basically, waiting in the wings of Pat Murphy. He is the tip of the spear, and everyone else goes around to do what they do best.
There was a stretch in which he called out the team, and
sure did,
and they've obviously turned it around
early
since
April.
then. And and we talk about the Gen Z. I mean, you got a lot of young players on this team. But the way that they respond to Pat Murphy is huge because if you don't like can't get talked to or can't get treated or managed a certain way. The way that he was able to bench Joey Ortiz, like a lot of guys are just like, you saw Aaron Savale cried because he wanted to be a starter.
And guess what? He gets shipped them off.
See you later. Thanks for Andrew Vaughn.
And guess what? Andrew Vaughn is better for being here. There's something that you have to say about the fact that when you don't have a lot of guys that are stars, when you're not paying all this money for guys, and the Brewers have done so well in the last decade, they don't have top 5 picks who came up fast through the system. They have guys who work their way to the big league, and you have a very humble star in Christian Yelich. All these guys understand I can be here today and gone tomorrow, so either I can do my own thing and get traded like Aaron Savale to the worst team in baseball, or one of the worst teams in baseball, or I can get in line, follow suit, and learn from what he's trying to teach.
And be a part of something real.
Special. And that's exactly what these guys are doing. That's why Joey Ortiz is a great example.
It's what's unique about Wisconsin because it takes a certain kind of professional personality to thrive. You look at Giannis, you look at even kind of Farvin Rogers, and you look at Pat Murphy. There are certain guys that thrive in this market, in this state, and that part of it is having that grit, is having that toughness that really connects to not only the organization but the state in general, and he nails that.
800-990-3776. More blushing and gushing over the Milwaukee Brewers and what they've been able to do in this 10-game winning streak, and also the resiliency that they had from the beginning. Look, we've had the over 83.5 wins bet since before the season.
Can we start counting our cash yet, boys?
I'll give you a tidbit. If they played 500 baseball the rest of the year, they'd have 90 wins.
Oh, buddy. I feel good about
that. Like that tidbit?
Yeah, run me.
So I'll do tidbits. I'm not going to count cash. You know, I don't count cash, but I like to look at different things that I could put in some context as to where we are with what they are doing.
Thanks for making that bet for me.
I need to win. I need to win the NL.
Yeah, we got that NL bet. I feel pretty good about that.
You don't lot of ball game left, game by game.
They've been in first place all year. I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, they're
felt good about it then.
I feel really great about it now.
Yeah. That's why I made the bet.
The same guy, Brad Nortman, who said he was going to throw away his betting slips when they started,
get it out of my face.
Great baseball.
I thought I was the emotional roller coaster. Brad's the one who's ready to quit on somebody in a heartbeat.
Yeah, well, it's easier to just to turn your back away.
Strofe, I can't hear you, so do whatever you said you were going to do.
I said go to the phone.
I'm on my phone.
Oh,
go to the phone. Let's go to the phone lines. I don't know who's on the phone. 800-990-3776
Well, you're
on
not
the
on your
Carbos
phone,
Talking
then.
text line. No, I don't have any service in here.
Poor guy.
We start with Diana in Muckwonago. Diana, you're on KBN.
Shame on you, Ben.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, what did happen?
Because normally Ben answers the phone, and you were just going to leave me hanging there, Ben.
He sure was. Dirty D, he forgot about you, and I had to look at him. I said, you better get to my girl, Dirty D. He said,
Anyhow, the answer to your question, Ben, first of all, one, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And the second thing, you said you were looking for a new jersey. What about Peralta with his second
Nope,
son?
I got my answer. Pat Murphy, number 49. Thank you, Dirty D. You're the best. Joe in Milwaukee, you're next on the Carbless Talking text line.
Hello, gentlemen. How you doing?
Fantastic.
I am thrilled with this team as we have on paper, and I would not mess with it. The Brewers farm system is stacked with starting pitching and young athletes. There is no reason to trade for some rental for a half a year or 1 year just to, hopefully not have a disappointment in the playoffs this year. What are your thoughts?
No, I appreciate the call because we saw Dave from Aaron on the Talking text line. We just heard from Joe. We heard from Diana. But I go to the poll. If you were the Brewers general manager, would you keep the team the same or make a move at the deadline? 19% of people are saying keep it the same. And look, I'm all about the core and the formula that's working for the Milwaukee Brewers. But I do have to, again, I did this to Brad was that Friday that I did this? And I used or maybe it was Thursday. I know Kyle wasn't here. It said, you're like, why do they need a big bat? Why does everyone say they need a big bat?
Yep, because they're going into that, they were 7th in runs scored. So I'm just wondering.
And we're getting all these dumb statistics sent over by Cubs fans that are coping from the fact that they're tied with the Brewers.
It's fun to irritate a Cubs fan.
Because they're bookmarking tweets because they're scared. They're scared because the Brewers are right there with them.
They don't have anything better to do?
No, of course not. Of course not. They love the state of Wisconsin so much. Half of them either have houses at their lake houses and come up here to enjoy.
They would love to be Wisconsinites.
They're just jealous.
They are.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I just know the rich.
I've never been jealous of it.
So what I had said to the question of why do you think they need a big bat, right? Mm-hmm. And I simply said Pete Alonso. Not that Pete Alonso is who I want, but the impact that having a lineup like that has power in certain spots that can flip a game in any moment. The Brewers have had some unbelievable dark magic going on. Like, if we're being real, if you look at how their manufacturing runs with who their manufacturing runs, it is wonderful to build confidence and to have as much depth as possible. But there's going to be moments, especially when you're not having a William Contreras-like season because he's doesn't have the power because of the finger, most likely. I can't say that, but I'm going to put 2 and 2 together that he doesn't have the power because of the injury, but he's still battling, playing more games of any catcher in baseball. Still, I think, is at least top 5 in throwing guys out at the catcher position. My point is those are the type of moments you need guys when in a set 3-5, hopefully just, not a 3-game series in wild card, where you get in a moment where somebody you rely on can turn the score with one swing of the bat. Mm-hmm. Because it is hard over 7 games in 5 games to manufacture runs the way the Brewers are doing it. Is it good to have? Yes, but it can't be everything you have. I do look at, as you will see now, Brad, Jeff Levering, Brian Anderson, they do a great job of keeping everyone with the home run leaderboard and the average distance, the amount of home runs. There isn't enough there where you're like, yes, I feel really confident in the power the Brewers have. Mm-hmm. Because with one crack of the bat, you can change the game. And right now it's like yesterday, it was resilient. And I'm not taking away from the Brewers and what they did down 3-0. Single, Ortiz double. Like, that's all great. But they still, in my opinion, could use a little more power.
I think the important thing for me, and the reason why, again, all of a week ago, I was saying, stand pat. We don't need to trade for a bat. But at this point now, I understand that the Milwaukee Brewers actually are now a legitimate World Series threat. It's not catch lightning in a bottle. It's you're a really good baseball team, and now you need to bring in the reinforcements. And when you look at these guys, I think Ben's absolutely right. Joey Ortiz might be playing well right now, but he's probably going to have a time where he's going to slump at some point. Caleb Durbin, same thing. Might be playing well right now, but he may slump at some point. You got a lot of guys where you don't know what you're going to get in the playoffs, but you also don't know the consistency you're going to get over a full 162-game season. So bringing in somebody with experience, somebody with some power, a veteran would actually do this team very well, especially in the infield, left side of the infield for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, and we'll continue because we're not going anywhere.
Got a lot to say.
Because the juice is flowing for the what would have been the best team in baseball if the Tigers would have lost. But the Brewers are right there. A lot of season left. We can still say best record in the NL, tied with the Cubs. But Cheez-It Pizza is legendary. Cheez-It is a legendary snack cracker that's now available as a frozen pizza. Each crust is a giant original Cheez-It flavored cracker crust that's square-shaped, ultra-thin, super crispy, and it's the perfect, and I mean perfect, amount of Cheez-It flavor. On top of that, each crust and all the flavors are a perfect complement to the Cheez-It flavor crust because you have Italian 4 cheese, cheddar jack supreme, and pepperoni. A short bake time, 8 to 9 minutes, and it's unbelievable. So find Cheez-It in your frozen pizzas grocer aisle and taste what all that screaming is about. Wheel of Strofe, where we just continue on the Brewers because I'm in love. I'm in love, and I don't care who knows it. Next.
Brewers! This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack Arena.
Hey! On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Choose from payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest, plus a free in-home window and energy assessment. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
At Citizens Bank, Community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Spork's called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni Frozen Pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what all the screamin' is about.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Real Estate Services, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us today at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
You know, I couldn't stop talking about it to my family and friends. My knees are my trouble spot. But for me to tell them now that I'm doing so much better, they were amazed, and I've been amazed.
QC Kinetics Cellular Therapies. Yes, it is amazing how these non-surgical treatments deliver joint pain relief for patients like Dr. Eric Williams, a successful chiropractor.
Each week, I just started noticing that I could sleep and not have pain. I could play pickleball. I could do a CrossFit exercise routine.
QC Kinetics revitalizes your joints so you can move again without the pain pills or invasive surgery.
You know, I'm 60 years old and I want to stay competitive as long as I can. And QC has allowed me to do that. They did me right and really made a difference in my life.
Book your free consultation with QC Kinetics today and experience the difference for yourself.
I like to go, move, move, move.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
Are you or a loved one facing addiction? The Wisconsin Addiction Recovery Helpline offers free and confidential support 24/7. Powered by 211 Wisconsin, local trained specialists can help connect you with local service providers for treatment, peer support, harm reduction tools, and more. Call 211, text your zip code to 898-211 or chat at 211wisconsin.org. Help is waiting. Sponsored by United Way of Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I said, baby, how'd you get with my head? I don't know what it is, but all I confess.
Oh, it is the time of year where I'm starting to open up those windows at the old Nortman estate. But guess what? If you're thinking and you open up your windows and you're thinking to yourself, it's time, I've been waiting and putting this off for too long, then you're going to want to listen to this. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, they offer their strongest, most beautiful, durable windows at a deal that you're not going to want to pass up. KBN, we were just there at the Brookfield showroom, the Experience Center by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and I was continued to be amazed at how beautiful on all the different craftsmanship, shapes, styles, customization you can do with your new windows and doors that only Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin can offer. And this is a deal that does not last long. If you order or set up your free consultation by July 31st, you can get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Think about that, 5 years. We're talking about 2030 by the time you pay any interest on those Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. So go ahead and increase that home value, decrease that energy cost, and enjoy the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin to your home. Order by July 31st. Go to the Experience Center in Brookfield or go to PellaWI.com.
Brewers! No.
Brewers!
What a disaster.
The third leg is critical. You and me on there is just that third Brewer chant.
Okay,
Just
then we
completes
can create one with you, but it has been me and Strofe.
No,
and now
so exclusive, Kyle.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
exclusive.
The guys
Let's
that don't
Strofe
give a
me.
damn about the Brewers until they've won 10 in a row and are back in the NL.
Oh, that's sacrilege.
They just want to be a part of everything.
Sacrilegious.
Brad, you literally just pressed purchase on watching the Brewers.
I
game
did, but that doesn't mean I don't. That means I still
Brad
give
and
a
I have
darn.
been die-hard Brewers fans.
Die-hard.
Kyle,
When you were in
you've watched
when you was in your
maybe-
mama's womb, I was a die-hard Brewers
Kyle,
fan.
you
Watching
maybe
John
watched-
Jaha,
you maybe
watching
watched
Jeremy
20 innings
Burnett,
this
Talk to him.
watching Bob Wickman.
Will
said
you
what?
let Strofe speak?
He's speaking nonsense. What you say?
Bill Hall.
I said you've maybe watched 20 innings this year.
Oh, now see now we
That's-
just making
that's
stuff
just
up.
absurd.
Now we just
That's
making
absurd.
stuff
Do
up.
you have FanDuel Sports
No, he
Network?
I don't
doesn't.
need
It costs
FanDuel.
money.
Yes, I do. I have. I if y'all want to know, I have Spectrum.
Oh.
We share it, and so I get to watch the Brewers all the time.
Yeah, but he's watching 90 Day Fiancé instead.
That is true. That is true.
They
He's
don't
not
cr-
a true sports
They don't
fan.
cross over. Maybe on some Mondays, but there's no.
Oh,
crossover.
maybe on
I
some.
haven't
So
been- I
90 Day
haven't been-
Fiancé or Brewers. You're
In the,
picking
last,
90
in, the
Day
last,
Fiancé.
in the last 8 weeks, I haven't been interested in the new 90 Day Fiancé, so I've been a Brewers guy.
hasn't watched the game.
Brewers.
I'm so Strofe. There are times when I wish we could just talk Brewers.
There's a difference
and
between being disingenuous and just flat out lying to KBN
Lying?
Nation. And that's what
Yeah.
Kyle's doing.
Lying. Wow, that's slanderous talk.
He's
right
been
there.
anti-Brewers all season until they sent him.
He's just like, I'm just.
This now it's moved from like.
I'm just here
now
for
to,
a
like,
fun
true-
summer. I'm just
true
here for a fun
slander.
summer. I'm just here for a fun summer. That's
Stroke.
Kyle the last month.
I want y'all to
and now he's like,
understand-
oh my gosh, I love that.
I want y'all to understand everything you're saying is recorded. And the last time I believe we did a remote or we're out in public, David Gruber walked by and he dapped me up. He didn't dap y'all up. He dapped me up. So keep talking
What does
crazy.
that have anything to do with anything?
I have a lawyer ready
Oh.
for slander. Keep talking crazy. You don't hit y'all pocketbooks.
I feel like
Stroke can't afford it.
I feel like Strofe already has shown you the capabilities. He put together a anti-Kyle Wallace ad campaign utilizing all of the audio that you have. The amount of audio you would have to use for pro Brewers would be 10% versus
I've never-
90%
I've
mocking
never-
them,
I've
and Mark
never
Antanasio just giving you a fun
It
summer,
isn't-
and you're good with that.
Fellas, are you not entertained?
I mean, I'm having fun.
Mark told y'all. He told y'all before the season even started. Y'all tried to make all this big controversy about the
Is
fact
his
that
goal
Mark said,
is his goal to win a world championship?
What they're going to say is that I don't want to win a championship. He said it. He said you were going to say that, Ben. He knew you were going to say that. But all he was trying to tell y'all is this, is that his goal every single year is to make sure you, Ben Brust, and you, Alex Struth, that you have
Struth?
an excellent.
You,
excellent
Alex Struth?
summer.
What'd you
You
just
have
call
a
me?
great season of baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He promised, and then he delivered, and then some. So thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. You were giving me, Ben, Brad, Strofe, and the entire KBN Nation a great summer of baseball, and now we all have hope of a World Series.
I am having fun, Kyle. I will say that.
We're all
I
having
am having fun.
Ben's at a concert, paying money for a concert, checking Brewers.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get enough of that.
Exactly. That's fun. He told you what he was going to give you and deliver.
No.
He couldn't promise a World Series. Now, he told you, listen, I can't promise that, but I can promise a fun
But
summer.
he can take us a step closer by, in my opinion, by actually making a splash trade this year. I think when you look at this team, it's a lot like if you're going to make a Super Bowl run, right? Yeah. If you're just great at one thing, like if your quarterback's just
Bad
great.
example for Wisconsin.
Well, yes, true, but this is why it hits extra hard. Because if you look at the Eagles or the Chiefs in prior years or the Patriots or anytime the Packers won a Super Bowl, they were good at many things. Not just good, great. Great quarterback, great O-line, great defense, great coaching staff. You have to be able to win in a lot of different ways, and you have to be great at many different areas. Now, the Brewers are great in a lot of areas, but as you are talking about, Ben, is now I'm willing
Stop
to
pointing at me for all this. You know, it's perfect timing, Ben, as you were saying. Jacob chimes in on YouTube. Ben, remember when they made fun of you for calling yourself a seam head?
I mean, that was objectively hilarious.
Now Brad is like, Ben, you keep saying all this, and it makes a lot of sense.
I think
and
I'm
Ben
a
this
seam
and
head
Ben
now.
that. No.
I'm a seam head now.
No.
I am. I subscribe to FanDuel.
Okay, timeout.
I'm a seam head.
Can we do a timeout?
That's true. What do you subscribe to?
Strofe, as of last Thursday, we did a segment called Over Under.
Yes.
And it was the top 10 leaders in strikeouts for the Brewers this year.
Yes.
How many did Brad contribute to?
I hate to do this to you, Brad. I think it was 0.
It wasn't even 0. It was like -1. Because I submitted Aaron Ashby.
I got an
and it was
8.5 over under. You know what, Strofe? I think it'd be fun to play this. You shut your laptop and turn your phone over, and we'll see how many Kyle will get. Let's do an impromptu. Yeah! You like this, Strofe? Impromptu over under coming up next with Kyle Wallace. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. America's National Park of
Do
Speed.
I have a pen?
You can have a pen and paper.
Brewers fraud.
Brewers fraud coming up.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
You'll find out. Go to Road America in between Green Bay, Milwaukee, and Madison Elkhart Lake. Grid Life is July 23rd through the 25th. That is going to be a great time. Grid Life provides so much entertainment for families. The Vintage Weekend, I saw pictures of all the awesome cars driving through Elkhart Lake, seeing them on the track. It is affordable family fun. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. So check out roadamerica.com for tickets. Coming up next, we'll see how well Kyle knows his Milwaukee Brewers. His Milwaukee Brewers, or is he a fraud? Likely a fraud. I'll say that now. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head.
I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB Big Inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. If you didn't know already,
His upside is the best pitcher you've ever seen.
It's not just the confidence, it's the command.
A 97-mile-an-hour slider doesn't make sense. What world are we living in where that's a pitch?
now you do.
And he got him looking with a slider. Jacob Mizorowski, his 8th strikeout of this game.
The Miz is taking over Milwaukee. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley-Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Grid Life is up next July 23rd through the 25th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Milwaukee just got hotter. Announcing the buys of summer at Ewald Automotive Group. Get the lowest prices guaranteed on new vehicles. We'll beat your best price by $500 or we'll pay you $500 cash. Guaranteed. With over 1,500 vehicles to choose, you're sure to find the perfect ride for your family. 11 brands, 10 locations, one easy experience. Don't miss Ewald's Buys of Summer sales event going on now.
Go to ewaldauto.com.
See dealer for details. Expires month end.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
The Brewers picked up right where they left off before the All-Star break as they completed a sweep of the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. The series sweep marks the Brewers' 10th straight win, which is their longest streak of the season. Not only is it a series sweep, but it's a season sweep for the Brewers as they will finish 6-0 against the defending champs this season. Here's what Brewers manager Pat Murphy had to say of his team's recent success.
I'm really, really proud of them, but we got work to do. We got work to do to improve in every area we can, but we can at least feel like we're capable.
The Brewers continue their road trip out west as they will head to Seattle to take on the Mariners for a 3-game series.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Live from Vincent High School, it's awesome being here, part of the Good Karma Brands, UW Athletics, Wisconsin Women's Volleyball, putting on a clinic here for middle school and high school kids to work on their game and expand women's volleyball. Honestly, I don't know about you, Kyle. I've just been watching them do drills. I was just like, man, is this gonna be me, like at sporting events, watching my daughter do all this stuff? It's crazy.
Yeah. Then you're
crazy.
the edge of your seat.
I know. I'm just watching what I'm gonna be doing in the future.
You gotta dig like this, honey.
Higher set.
I'm not gonna be the parent yelling from the stands, but more importantly, this will be a test of Kyle Wallace.
All right, what are you testing me on?
Strofe, it's all you, buddy. Take it away.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
An unofficial edition of Over Under on this Monday for Kyle Wallace. No Ben Brust, no Brad Nortman. It is the same 10 pitchers with some updated statistics on this list for the Milwaukee Brewers. Kyle Wallace, you're going to have 3 minutes to tell me the top 10 leaders in Brewers pitchers for strikeouts this season. So the Brewers pitchers with the most strikeouts this season. Your over-under is much lower than what Ben's was. Your over-under is 4.5. Can you get, let's make it 5.5, excuse me.
5.5.
Can you get 6 names on this list in 3 minutes? Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Freddie Peralta.
You gotta say final
answer.
Yeah, that's right. He's number 1 with 122 strikeouts.
Quinn Priester, final answer.
He is number 3 now, 80 strikeouts. He was at 70 last Thursday when we played this.
Let's try Trevor McGill, final answer.
Trevor McGill is 7th. He has 43 strikeouts.
Let's try Abner Uribe, final answer.
He is number 4, 60 strikeouts.
Let's try. I know the kid just got. Oh man, I just don't know where the bottom. Nick Mears. How about that? Final answer.
He is number 10 on this list. 33 strikeouts.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's go with the kid wonder as well. Mizorowski. Final answer.
He is tied for 10th. 33 strikeouts.
He beats me, by the way.
With,
He's got 6.
Let's go. It's 33. So,
2 minutes.
Let's try Nestor Cortez.
What?
Well, he pitched in how many games? Like 5?
Nestor Cortez pitched in 2 games. He has 8 strikeouts on the season.
Oh, okay.
This is what I was looking forward to.
Let's go with
Brandon Woodruff.
No. That was the name I was thinking about, but Brandon's only been in. He's only had 2. I don't know how many games Logan Henderson pitched as well. Tobias probably didn't pitch enough either. Logan. What am I at?
You have 6. You hit your over.
Oh, Tobias, Logan. Who else do I have on my list? DL Hall, final answer?
DL Hall has 15 strikeouts on the air.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just throwing names out here at this point.
1 minute.
Brewers fraud.
Logan Henderson, final answer?
Logan Henderson is number 12 on this list with 29 strikeouts.
Oh. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
You are missing number 2, number 5, number 6, and number 8 on this list.
Number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
Who am I missing number 2?
Brad, don't you look at him.
Oh, I mean.
Not looking.
Guy watches a lot of Brewers.
30 seconds.
Wait a minute. Let me.
Brad's
just
watched
think
2
about
games and would do better than this.
Let me see. Well, that's not true because Brad said he got -1.
I did get -1 last Thursday.
Who
so
am
I'm not one to talk.
Who am I missing here from the starting pitching rotation?
If you watch the games, you should know the rotation.
10.
Yeah, I should,
9,
but I don't know.
7.
I quit.
6.
He quits.
5.
He quits.
4.
Who am I forgetting?
Number
3,
2.
Yeah, who am I
2,
forgetting?
1.
Brad?
Quintana.
Oh, Jose Quintana.
He is not number 2.
Not number 2.
He's
But
number
he should be on
5
the
with
list.
53
Yeah,
strikeouts.
that's
Jose
one that we're
Quintana.
missing.
That's the name I'm
Number 2.
Who's number 2?
Number 2.
Don't do it, Ben. Don't tell him.
I'm not. I'm not.
No, I don't know.
How do you not know?
Number
just
2
say
is
the name.
Number 2 has started
He's
18
top-
games this season.
He's top 5 in voting for a specific category.
I'm drawing a blank.
I thought you knew there was starting rotation.
I've drawn a blank.
The starting rotation?
I've drawn a blank. I said I've drawn a blank.
What did you say?
He has 2
I
first
got all my
names. 2 first names.
I just said I've drawn a blank, fellas. I don't know what y'all want me to say.
Chad Nortman.
Oh,
yeah,
Chad
that's
Patrick.
right. Chad
I
Patrick.
forgot about Chad. He got sent down to the minors. That was the guy who I couldn't remember who got sent down.
95
Chad
strikeouts
Patrick.
on there for Chad Patrick. He's number 2.
That's a lot of them, isn't it?
Yeah, Chad was the. I got all
Jose
the guys that
Quintana
were sent
5th
down.
with 53. We're missing
Yeah.
number 6 and number 8.
Who is that?
Both relievers.
Okay, are we still playing? I thought the time was up.
No, I just want to expose how much of a fraud you are.
Well, I got 6.
Number 8, I would say, is one of their main setup guys who isn't Uribe.
Isn't it Rebay?
He was used on
Not
Saturday.
Well, I didn't see.
Didn't have a great outing on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I did see he struggled. Who was it?
I did
Is
see he
it-
struggled, though.
Come on.
Koenig, right? Is
No,
he? Correct.
not
Yep.
Jared Koenig, is
Yep.
it?
Nope.
Jared Koenig, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we had the different one. Yes, he got lit up against
Who's
righties.
the last one, Stro?
Number 6, 49 strikeouts on the year. Another one of their main relievers.
Yep.
He's played in 43 games, 48
I believe he
innings in
played
total.
yesterday, Strofe.
Let me double check. I fell asleep during the game yesterday, full transparency.
Okay, another fraud fan.
I woke up in the 6th inning. It's
I'm out.
You said another guy with the same last
General
name. He did
admission?
play yesterday, yes.
General admission.
Does that not-
I see what you're doing there. Yeah, that's good.
Thank you, Strofe.
I see what you're doing there.
Who's the last one?
General admission.
I don't know.
General.
You listened to these on Thursday,
I know,
Brad.
but you were rattling them off so quickly. I was
General
like,
admission.
Aaron asked me.
GA, general admission.
GA.
Fraud. Fraud.
GA.
Those are clearly the initials.
I don't know. I got
Anderson?
Yep.
That's my name.
Anderson.
Oh my God! Sorry, I just screamed
All
at it.
right, Grant Anderson. Game over.
Oh yeah, no. Grant Anderson.
yeah.
I just screamed by a bunch of children.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said-
They turned.
He said,
Anderson?
Who's that?
That wasn't gonna help me, Grant Anderson. No, I wouldn't.
He goes, yeah, Grant Anderson. Totally know who that is.
Strofe, this is what we're working with. These are the guys that want to yell Brewers with us. Brad, you shouldn't be yelling anything.
I'm only disappointed I forgot Jose Quintana.
Chad Patrick, number 2 on the
Chad's
list.
been, he's been gone. Chad's been gone
on the
for over a
Carbless
month.
text line, 800-990-3776. Liz is more with Carbless. Adam chimes in. In the KBN sausage race, Strofe and Ben are way out ahead of Kyle and Brad. And then Josh and Harlan said, it's a good thing that Brad and Kyle don't host the sports talk radio show in Milwaukee.
I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. Grant Anderson, that one.
Still don't know who that
American
is, do
Family
you?
Insurance.
No, he's a pitcher for the Brewers. I guess he's pitched in some games for the Brewers.
Tell us about American Family Insurance.
Oh, let me tell y'all about American Family Insurance in a second, Ben, because of the fact that we got a brand new thing that I got to tell you about with AmFam. And with AmFam, you got to make game day a dream for the whole family at Parking Lot Patio during Kids Day. Before first pitch, head to the Clock Tower entrance outside American Family Field and let the fun begin, from the free face painting and temporary tattoos to photo ops, yard games, free giveaways, and live music from local DJs. It's the perfect pregame stop for families. Come early, have fun, and make it a day to remember. All thanks to American Family Insurance. You can visit American Family Insurance today by simply going to amfam.com. That is amfam.com. American Family Insurance. Find an agent locally to you today.
Before we get to Jason Wilde coming up next in 2 minutes, there have been some rankings of the rosters in the NFL. There's a team right behind the Packers that is surprising. But also, I have a prop bet from Potawatomi Sportsbook about the Packer season that will shock you. Coming up next.
Got an unused car, truck, or SUV just sitting in your garage? Now's the time to act. Your vehicle donation to Rawhide Youth Services provides essential mental health care for youths facing trauma and behavioral challenges. Your help is needed right away. Your vehicle could be the key to a young person's fresh start. Don't wait. Donate today at rawhide.org or call 1-800-RAWHIDE. Empty your garage. Fill a young life with hope.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain not getting any better? Maybe you're stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now talking about surgery. Well, before you head down that road, you need to check out my friends at QC Kinetics. Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about how QC Kinetics is revolutionizing medicine with their regenerative and cellular treatments. Using their advanced cellular therapy, QC Kinetics is helping your body heal itself. And don't just take my word for it. The results from their patients is off the charts. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. In fact, most people that come in for their free consultation ask if they can just start right away. It doesn't cost a thing for that second opinion with QC Kinetics. You owe it to yourself to live a pain-free life, and you owe it to yourself to check out QC Kinetics. The results could be life-changing. Call QC Kinetics today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Alex Stroh sent me a note that came across my desk earlier today.
Stop.
I'm just going to do it because it bothers you so much. A win tonight is going to tie the franchise record through the first 100 games for the Milwaukee Brewers. Some history on the line. In 1979, they were
Brewers.
60-40. They are currently sitting at 59-40.
Woo!
Brewers!
Brewers! I'll get the little
So
girls to do it too,
at
but
the
they
very
can't.
least, even if their win streak is snapped tonight, it will be the second best start through 100 games in franchise history. If they win
So
tonight,
if we're not
it's
talking like that,
well,
we're
I'm
not
just
talking
saying,
like that.
worst case scenario, this is the second best start in franchise history. Worst case scenario. That's bonkers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's a good worst case scenario.
It's all about how you finish, though, fellas.
All right,
Thanks,
Kyle.
Kyle.
We already exposed you earlier, and now you're trying to be the.
Oh, I won. I got 6.
He's a words of wisdom guy.
I got 6 out of 10. I got what I did. 5.5.
You're the best, Kyle. On ESPN.com, you will find some NFL rankings of the best projected starting lineups. Brad, where do the Green Bay Packers fall on the list?
Not top 10, not top 12, 14th.
Ooh.
14th in the NFL. And for those keeping track at home, that is 8th in the NFC. If you distill out only NFC teams.
Any big takeaways from either of you before I give you the nugget that I've been waiting to give you?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at that, I was a little bit at first in shock at how low the Packers are. But if you look at their roster and you look at the teams ahead of them, you have a hard time creating a convincing argument that they deserve to be higher, because this is exactly how the team has been formulated. Draft, develop. The development hasn't happened, I think, as quickly as everyone would have liked. And outside of a couple superstars on either side of the ball, like Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney, probably Zack Tom, Jordan Love for my money, they're just full of a bunch of guys that are good, and above them, they have many teams that are filled with guys that are great. So the Packers are right in the pocket of the area that they've been the last couple of years, knocking on the door of a wild card team, maybe make some noise, but not really a true Super Bowl contender.
I mean, when you look at this team, though, Brad, this is one of the youngest teams in the NFL.
I thought we were done.
No, but see, that's the whole thing, is that they're still in that mode where this is a big year for a lot of these Green Bay Packers. This is a big make or break here for a lot of Green Bay Packers of whether or not they're turning the corner. Now, we know we have a lot of guys that are underachievers on this roster, but we're talking about a batch of guys when you look at that receiving core. Okay, we know Jaden Reed is good, but how great can he be? Matthew Golden's going to have his first crack at it. You see how good Tucker Kraft has shown that he can be. How great can he be? So this is a big year for the Green Bay Packers. It's the third year for your starting quarterback. It's the third year for a lot of these young up-and-coming players, and some of them, even these second-year guys on the defensive side of the football that have popped out last year. So this is just a big season for the Green Bay Packers where, yeah, they're the middle of the pack. I feel like they've outperformed kind of their talent the last 2 years, but this would be the year that they establish themselves as, okay, we start number 14 this year, but at the end of the year, like, okay, these young boys grew up and they're solid.
I have a little bit of a comp, a season-long comp. Right now, it's a different bet, but it kind of, if you believe the Brewers like we did, we're going to go over 83.5 games in their season, which they're projected in a good light, but there's a lot of season left, not counting cash. But there's some good nuggets to tell you that they're trending in the right direction. It was around minus 120 that we had to lay in juice. We had to lay a little bit extra juice because it's more likely than not that the Brewers were trending to go over. We actually got the bet before it jumped up to 84.5. So we have an extra game on our $1,500 that we bet on them, or $800 to win the $1,500 that we bet on the Brewers. The Packers to make the playoffs, do you think that's a sure thing?
Sure thing is strong, but I think it's very likely.
Would you put some money on it?
I would put money on that, yes.
I feel good about the Packers to make the playoffs this year.
The odds at Potawatomi Sportsbook for the Packers to make the playoffs. Yes, minus 122. No, plus 100, even money. So there's not a big gap there. It almost feels like a spread bet of like minus 110 versus minus 110. It's just a little bit of extra juice because it's a better possibility that they make the playoffs than they don't, but it's not that big of a variance if you look at it that way.
Oof. I mean, I would be very shocked if the Packers don't make the playoffs.
So I'm just giving you some more things to noodle on as we head to Potawatomi Sportsbook on Monday, and I know you're going to go to the ATM and ask Lexi how much money should we put on this before baby Nortman comes.
Yes, I'm trying to get some, we got to pay for college for baby Nortman, so you got to try to figure out a way to make some money quickly. And I think I like that bet a lot. But usually if there's something where it's like, ooh, I like that, you have to maybe take a step back and wonder, well, wait, why is it so balanced? Because I would feel great about a bet the Packers make the playoffs, but that's what these odds makers do for a living, right? Is make.
You guys had Josh Jacobs over 1,000 yards and the Packers to make the playoffs together,
and
you bet it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
It was easy.
Easy
so,
money.
So
I thought it was stealing.
For a team that won 11 games, you guys are very different tune right now. As you're not like, oh, that's easy. You bet a player prop with them to make the playoffs and did it very easily. So why right now, 800-990-3776? Do you not jump all in on the Packers to make the playoffs minus 122?
Well, I do, and I do probably foresee making that bet on Monday when we are at Potawatomi. But it's such an easy bet. It's giving me pause.
I don't like the fact that if I bet $100, I don't get $100 or more.
You get close.
Yeah, I want a little bit more
but
juice.
That's a casino.
I want more juice. I want something that's a little bit more risque.
So then their over/under's 9.5. You can
now that's over. That's
minus 115.
That I'm going over.
If you move it to over 10.5 wins.
What does it go to?
Plus 155.
Oh, I don't like over.
They won 11 games last year.
Yeah,
Kyle, you're the Packer backer.
I feel
you want plus money. I'm just giving you some options.
The season is going to be more difficult for the Green Bay Packers, but I also believe the Green Bay Packers are a better football team this year, which will result in more wins against quality football teams, where I do think the Green Bay Packers get to at least 11 wins. So I will be finagling.
You think they're going to get to at least 11 wins?
I think they will get to at least.
If you think they're going to get to 12 wins, over 11.5 is plus 300.
Wow, that's
Put
big
100
time.
down. They
That's
hit 12
big
wins.
time.
You'll get your 100 back plus 300 more.
Yeah, I mean that. Now you're talking. Now you're talking juice.
The problem is, though, that this team is not like an 11, 12, well, maybe 11-win football team with their schedule, which is a very hard schedule.
Very difficult.
That's optimistic for me. I think 10 wins is probably about right. That's another wild card slot. That's over the 9.5. That is into the playoffs. But you're talking about, all summer, all offseason, it's take the next step, pivotal. We got to see these guys take the leap, however you want to phrase it. We've been waiting on that for so long. I can wait no longer. These guys have to progress their career. Now is the time. And I just don't see players doing that in mass where they can be big.
You're too down on the Green Bay Packers. At the end of the day, this football team last year won 11 football games. What are we talking about here?
It's a year-by-year thing.
It is a year-by-year thing.
But it doesn't automatically mean they do better.
It doesn't, but last
Why
year,
should I believe that they're going to do better than wild card? Wild card, make the playoffs. Maybe you win a game, but to make
a healthy Jordan Love. An offensive line that has reinforcements that's going to be able to have more rushing yard or more holes available for Josh Jacobs. An offense that should have some more cohesion with the fact that now Josh Jacobs knows what this offense is. Jordan Love knows what it's going to be like with Josh Jacobs. But more importantly, the architect of the offense and Matt LaFleur knows what the strengths are of his running back, right? And then if he did some evaluation after the season, he can understand the weapons that he has at wide receivers, how to best utilize them, tight ends as well. So when I look at this team, the football team on offense was a top 10 offense. And so this isn't a bad offense, but it was an inconsistent offense, and they still found success. So what makes me believe that this team can at least show us what the floor was last year, and the floor was top 10. Jordan Love was hurt, but the team still played well. So for me, overall, I do believe that this Green Bay Packers football team should win at least 11 games this year, even though they have a tougher schedule. They shouldn't be swept by the Vikings. They shouldn't be swept by the Lions. And they shouldn't play against the Broncos, the Ravens, and the Commanders and come out 0-3 in those football games. And the Bengals. They should
But
at
you
least.
just mentioned so many games in which, like, if you end up, you gave me two games you played teams twice, and then 3 other games. You end up 4-3 there. You're not pacing towards.
Yeah.
And then you don't, like, I know what they did last year was impressive, but not every year do you just beat every team you're
Not
supposed
every
to
year
beat.
do you go 1-5 in the division. Not every year do you go 0-6 against the top opponents. Again, it's a brand new football season, and for us to sit here and think that the Green Bay Packers can't beat the Eagles at home, like, come on now,
well,
they
the
can win
problem
that
is,
football game.
last year they were plagued by losing against really good teams. They play a lot more really good teams this year.
It's a new year. It's a new season.
But what did they do in the offseason to make you feel like they can compete with these rosters?
All I'm saying is this: we cannot use the excuse against the Green Bay Packers.
You're just Mr. Take the next step guy.
No. But again, this football team, regardless if you like it or not, they won more games last year than they won the previous season. Jordan Love was injured, and him being hampered by that injury hurt his progression in the last season. I believe a healthy Jordan Love last season, the Green Bay Packers find a way to win some of them football games against the better football teams. When you don't have a healthy guy at quarterback, you don't have the best opportunity and chance to put the best football team and get the best results as well.
So do you like the Packers to win the division? Do you like that bet?
I do. I'm very interested in that one. I like the fact that we do have the Lions early. We talked about that. I do think the Lions will find their groove at some point during the season. J.J. McCarthy is going to be the biggest question mark for me because if he can be an above-average quarterback with the offense that they have and the defense that they have, that can still be a good football team. If he can play like Sam Darnold, which there's no reason why he couldn't be in the vicinity of Sam Darnold was last year based off him being a high first-round pick, the Vikings have a chance to win the division, right? And so the Green Bay Packers play in the toughest division in the NFL, which makes it even more difficult to win that NFC North. But again, I do think they're in the conversation. They're in the talk. They're not like 20 games behind the Lions, right? They're not 2 scores behind the Lions. Every time they played the Lions, they played them tough. When they played the Vikings, they had to come back against them. They didn't like that game too much. But at the end of the day, the Packers aren't like they're so far off. They're close. They're close, but they're just too young.
Do the Packers play the Baltimore Ravens this year?
They sure do.
Number 1 on the list. Do the Packers play the Eagles this year?
They sure do.
Number 2 on the list of rosters. Do the Packers play the Lions this year?
They sure do.
They play them twice. Number 3 on the list. They don't play the Buffalo Bills. Don't play the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well,
Do
they'll
they
play one of
Denver
those
Broncos
two teams in the
this year?
Super Bowl probably, but go on.
Do they play the Broncos this year?
They sure do.
Number 6 on the list
Great
of rosters.
defense.
Do they play the Commanders this year?
They sure do.
Number 7 on the list. Do they play the Rams?
No.
Oh, they do not. Do they play the Bengals?
They sure do.
Number 9 on the list.
Fireworks that week.
They play the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, they
Number 11 on the list.
Did you reveal who number 15 is yet, Ben?
I was just about to get to that. Number 15, right behind the Green Bay Packers on projected rosters per ESPN.com, is the Chicago Bears. We're going to get to all this.
Credibility gone.
All this and more with Jason Wilde, who I want to know how he feels about that playoffs. I know he's not a betting guy, but we can make it. It's basically a 50-50 chance based on the odds. Basically, it's probably 55-45 if you really want to get deeper into it. We'll go to Jason Wilde next, but first, going to tell you about Road America. Road America is America's national park of speed. Check it out because you have grid life coming up. There's concerts. There's family fun. There's so many things to do. Of course, racing. Head on over to the 14-turn road circuit. It has hosted some of the best races and racers since 1955. Kids 16 and under are free with a paying adult at the gate, so it is affordable family fun. Like I said, Grid Life is next, the 23rd through the 25th. Come for the experience, stay for the race. That's roadamerica.com. Jason Wilde joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do it. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our
No,
feelings.
come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on.
Yo, fuck, I should be doing this time. I should be 2-6. That good enough for you? You need any more? Nobody's as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We start off with a bit of a problem. 894 eastbound, right about at Loomis, the 2 right lanes are blocked with a crash. Big delay stretching all the way back through the hail in all directions. That includes the Rock Freeway and 894 southbound as well. So give yourself tons of extra time or avoid that area. That'd be a better idea because even the westbound side slowing down from 27th Street to Loomis. Southbound 41 slowing down from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up to Hampton. And southbound 43 backed up from about Good Hope Road all the way down past Silver Spring. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, a few clouds, a low of 65. Tomorrow, a slight chance for showers or storms. Mostly sunny with a high of 80 at the lakefront, 86 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Crew Tuesdays are back on July 29th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in July 29th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards, they're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel, it's a glow-up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Grid Life is up next July 23rd through the 25th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
The open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley-Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
For over 50 years, Cousins Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-inable purchase for a chance to win Cousins Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. One pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, see official rules.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Joining us now, live from Vincent High School, as we are at a great event with UW Athletics and Good Karma Brands, ESPN Wisconsin, is a volleyball clinic.
Yeah, the future.
The future.
Future little Badgers.
Crushing it.
And you
national champions.
You have some national champion Badgers here in the flesh. Maybe some national champion Badgers.
We know you do. Devin Robinson.
Yeah,
here.
well, she is here. She's a teammate of ours. Is joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin is Jason Wilde. Jason, how are you?
Go Vikings.
Yeah, B-House. Okay, Jason.
Jason.
So
Jason, is this an area you spent a lot of time in?
Well, probably.
I have, I covered a lot of high school sports during my career. Got to cover the boys and girls state basketball tournaments every year. So when Marshall Williams was there, went on to play at NC State, covered him when they would come to the field house back then. So I love my Vikings for sure. And it's great that obviously we think the world of the Badger volleyball team and all the cool stuff that they do. So it's awesome that they're there doing this as well.
Yeah, and Jason, we just were on ESPN.com going through the roster reveals of the rankings that were put out, and the Green Bay Packers come in at 14th. And it's not even the roster. I just found it shocking that it basically it's not this, but it's basically on a betting site, Potawatomi Sportsbook, essentially a 50-50 shot for the Packers to make the playoffs. Do you find that shocking
Really?
after the it's yes minus 122, no even money. So there is a little variance, but it's not a big variance.
Well, you know me, that is definitely not my area of expertise in terms of the wagering part of the equation. But yeah, I look, I think we've talked about this a ton throughout the off season, and especially after the schedule came out. And I know Strofe and I and Gabe, I know I said this to them when we were at Summerfest for the State of the Packers. Last year I said that they could be a better team and not go as far in the playoffs, right? Because obviously they won a fantastic game in Dallas, and really they had the 49ers on the ropes. They won more games. They won 11-6, but they didn't go as far in the playoffs. My feeling this year is they could be a better team, but because their schedule is so much harder, in my opinion, with they're not playing the Fox River Valley Conference, or Fox River Classic Conference, I should say. They could be a better 9-8 or 10-7 team than their 11-6 team was last year. And is that good enough to get in? Yeah, it could be. Tausch thinks they're going to win the division. I'm not there yet.
I like Tausch. I like that.
Yeah,
optimism.
I know. Well, you've got them going 17-0, so of course you got them winning.
Winner.
But yeah, it's I can see why the odds look that way. That's for sure, and I get it. But this is what's great, right? The games are played on grass or turf. They're not played on paper or inside of a sports book, and so we'll see how it plays out.
A quick follow-up then. If the Packers do make the playoffs, primarily the reason is blank, and if they don't, primarily the reason is blank.
I think their defense is going to be really good. I think they were obviously good last year. I think they're going to be even better. I think their pass rush, I think it's going to be legit. I really do think that changing the defensive line coach is going to have value. I really think that those guys are going to be more productive. Again, is Rashawn Gary going to have 18 sacks? There's a bet I wouldn't take, but I think he'll be more productive. I think I'm really excited to see what Edgerrin Cooper does in year 2. I still am as you guys know, a Quay Walker believer, and if I'm nervous, if I'm a Packers fan about anything, it's that one or two of those top 3 corners suffers injuries and misses time, because I don't like their depth at all, especially given who they're going up against. But if they make the playoffs, I think the defense is going to be good regardless. So if they make the playoffs, it's because their offense got its act together to a greater degree than it's had it last year. And if they miss the playoffs, it's going to be because their offense wasn't good enough.
Interesting. Jason, camp starting this week, exciting times, but also can be messy, particularly if you've got a contract that needs to be resolved. Now, I'm thinking about Elton Jenkins, I'm thinking about Zack Tom, Anthony Belton resolved, which is optimistic for the Packers. How close do you think the Packers and Elton Jenkins and Zack Tom are, and how long do you foresee this taking? Because I'm assuming they're not going to step foot on the field until this is fully resolved, both Jenkins and Tom.
Yeah, I don't know about Zack Tom. I don't know what his strategy is going to be. He said specifically to us when we talked to him during the offseason that he was not planning on holding out or holding in.
I like that. Love the kid.
Yeah, I hate that, Kyle. I hate it.
Got to be selfish.
And I hate the fact. I hate that Davante Adams didn't do that. I mean, I have a ton of respect for Davante, and he went out. They chose to lowball him. He decided to play instead of faking an injury. He went out and caught 123 passes, the most in team history. He had 1,500+ receiving yards, and then he got franchise tagged, and then he got traded. I'm not a risk taker. right? Like if you're Rasheed Walker, you don't really have a choice but to bet on yourself, right? Like you have not played at the level that Zack Tom has, so you don't really. If you say, well, I'm not practicing until I get a new contract, they're going to say, okay, we're going to give Jordan Morgan your job. Yeah, good luck with that. So I don't know what Zack Tom's going to do. My gut from, and I'm not saying Zack and I are pals by any means, but my gut feeling is Zack Tom's going to be on the practice field. That's a total guess, so don't read anything into that. But Elton Jenkins, starting on the non-football injury list, tells me that they made no progress, and I wonder if they even bothered to talk to him about it, or if they're going to try and say, look, man, you're under contract. We're doing this way.
Well, wait a minute. So you're going to tell – so I get it. It is a dictatorship in the NFL. But you're going to tell one of your basically your best football players, one of your more veteran football players, we're going to sign a guy at your position, we're going to move you to center, and he says, okay, but I'm going to need a little something. And the Packers say, oh, okay. And then they never reconvene or they don't come to some type of agreement? I'm just confused about that.
And it's just guaranteeing money owed. It's not like he's asking for more money.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this. So Goody's going to talk on Wednesday at 9:20. I presume because he knows Wilde Tausch is on 9 to noon, and he figures that means I can't come. Yeah, but I'm coming anyway.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah. Don't let him off the hook, Jason.
And so my struggle with that, and it's to your point, Kyle, is like this feels like such a easy fix, right? If you feel about him the way you claim to, which again, and I would bring this up to Goody, and my struggle is how I want to ask this without sounding like, I'm pro Elton Jenkins, even though I'm pro Elton Jenkins. And that is, you said during the offseason that you believe this guy is going to be an all-pro center. He's got 2 years left on his contract. He's not demanding an extension. He's asking for existing money to be guaranteed, so he knows he's going to be here this year and next year. Once he plays in the first game of the opener, that means that his salary for 2025 is fully guaranteed because he's a vested veteran. So basically what you're really talking about is taking some of the $18 million that his base salary is for 2026 and guaranteeing it so he knows that he's going to be here. And then you guys are free to roam about the country like the old Southwest Airlines commercial, right? Like he can... You guys want to move on from him because he celebrated his 30th birthday on December 26th of 2025? Go right ahead. But what I don't understand is if you feel the way you feel about him, and he's not making outlandish demands of, I want you to tear up my contract and give me a new one, and I want it to be 5 years. I want to be the highest paid center in the league. I just don't understand what the roadblock is there. And of course, Goody, if you ask him that, he's going to say, well, we don't talk about contracts. And so I've already been spending time thinking about how do I ask a question that will actually successfully get an answer from him of I don't understand why you don't just adjust his contract, get him in here, because you hung your entire offseason, renovation project on the offensive line on the fact that he's going to play center for you. You didn't go out and sign a center to replace Josh Myers so your 2-time Pro Bowl left guard could stay at left guard. You went out and paid a left guard. So you're counting on him being your center. So why not just take care of him when everyone in the building knows and I had a few people that heard me say this on one of the other shows. Well, he got busted at a strip club at 3 a.m, causing a disturbance.
No,
stop
it. He said, run me my money back.
Yeah, exactly. This place is lame. I'd like a refund. So my point is that I don't have a good answer for you. It doesn't make sense to me at all, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to see if Goody will actually explain what the thought process would be behind not taking care of it.
How do we get the guy that you think is all-pro center on the field?
Yeah.
What does Elton Jenkins mean to this team?
He means he means enough that if he's good enough this year, we'll keep him next year, and he'll get his base salary next year.
That's the
and
thing.
Then
The
we'll
more
move
we have
on
this
from him.
conversation, Jason, don't we kind of feel like we have the answer based on the past history and based off the way Goody sort of goes about business with players and ages and kind of this philosophy? I mean, I know we're looking for it from him, but I mean, don't we have enough to kind of figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I
doesn't
believe,
value him as much as we thought they should, or maybe
no,
that,
regardless, right? Regardless of what he says, right? I mean, it's not what he says; it's what he does, right? Oh, absolutely, Aaron Jones will be back here. We're not trading Devontae Adams, right? Like those are two instances. You know, he went through a whole thing before they traded Adams, talking about how they view him as a Pro Football Hall of Fame player, and while some players north of 30 you don't want to touch because they're going to drop off. They did a study of Hall of Fame caliber players, and it showed that those guys don't drop off. Which, by the way, Devontae Adams hasn't dropped off. Like, he's played for some pretty crummy teams, but even then he's still been productive. And so,
he's been
it's not what
like
he says.
mutilated on the Raiders and still like played through injury. I mean, the guy's a dog.
Right. So to my point here, and I think I don't know if it was Kyle or Brad that said this, but I think the reality is, I don't think Goody believes anyone is irreplaceable. Like, I don't even know if he thinks, if Jordan Love has a pedestrian season, do you think he's fully committed to him long term? I don't necessarily.
No, especially when I look at
I
these
don't think he
playoff
thinks
odds,
anybody's
right? If they miss the playoffs and he doesn't perform, then yeah. I mean,
does Goody view himself the same way? Is that why he's sort of averse to taking risks?
That he doesn't see himself as irreplaceable?
Yeah, that he's like, you know what, I'm replaceable, so I can't necessarily take a big risk here or there because I know that could spell doom for my career. I guess you could say the big risk was Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers, and he won that risk.
Right now?
For now.
He did. I mean, he also might have won a Super Bowl if he'd have drafted T. Higgins. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he views himself, but the fact of the matter is that I don't think he views anyone as guys that they absolutely positive. Because, look, let's be honest here. During his tenure, the Bakhtiari thing was a complete and utter failure, right? And that's not, he blew out his knee in a practice. Like, that's why it turned out that way. I think he'd still be their starting left tackle had he not gotten hurt. But that goes to hell. The Jair Alexander extension, right? That's turned out to be a mistake. Rashawn Gary's extension. Not elite, right? The Kenny Clark extension at the start of camp last year, right? And then, and then Jordan. So, I'm not convinced, and Goody has never said this. This is purely my conjecture opinion, but I'm not convinced that he views anybody as irreplaceable. And, I think let's be honest, I think he probably viewed Rodgers as replaceable. And the only thing that made him irreplaceable in 20 and 21 is that he pissed them off to such a degree by drafting Jordan Love that chip on his shoulder tripled in size, and he went out and won back-to-back MVP awards.
Well, Jason, this is exciting hearing the conversations that we're having because that means we're getting closer to real live action. Look forward to hearing your question to Goody about this situation. Good luck forming that.
Me too.
And we'll talk to you on Thursday.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to Jason on Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. A lot of stuff there, and it does get me exciting. Get me excited. But, man, Goody just has a way about him that can be very frustrating.
It's off-putting. It's very off-putting.
Yeah, ugh.
Well, I hope Ed Policy lets them know that there's a new sheriff in town, and I'm all about winning.
More on the other side. How about that?
Yeah.
We're live from
Unpack
Vincent High School as we have a wonderful volleyball clinic going on with the UW Badgers and the Wisconsin women's volleyball team. They have some players here helping the youth grow the game and grow women's
top
volleyball.
players here, too.
Yeah, I'm seeing some talent out here. More. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on the other side.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artists, choke artists, choke artists. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
what else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, we still have this issue on 894 eastbound. Right at Loomis, we have a crash that's blocking the two right lanes, and that is affecting your ride all the way back through the Hale interchange in all directions. So the Rock Freeway is backing up from Highway 100 on into the Hale. Southbound 894 is backed up from Oklahoma Avenue down through the Hale interchange as well, all the way to that accident scene. We've got southbound 43 backing up from before Good Hope Road all the way down to about just past Silver Spring. Back on the brakes north of Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high rise. Eastbound 94, you're looking at delays from just west of 84th Street all the way through the Stadium interchange. Westbound's a little bit backed up just through the Stadium interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, a few clouds, a low of 65. Tomorrow, slight chance for showers or storms. Otherwise, mostly sunny, a high of 80 at the lakefront, 86 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
There's only one store that gives you every possible choice in diamonds.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song, and therapy. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever your day throws at you. Balance is tough, but getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
She told me, honey, pick your poison, mine's a lemon and gin with a hit. I mix some pretty poison over the head. I'll admit, I'm kinda craving the taste of something new. So
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, live from Vincent High School for a UW women's volleyball clinic for the youth. Helping grow the game, teach the kids some skills. Hit us on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. This is more. And watch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We got Strophe running the show back at the Gruber Lofts. There's one call. That's all. studios. Now, Jason Wilde just joined us, and it got my mind going so many places. A, how Goody handles contracts. B, going through the contracts that Goody has done with Green Bay Packers and who they are and what impact they've had on this team. And just thinking about this is the man in control right now of trying to build a championship football team. And it's just not clicking. Like, he just doesn't click with me in a way where I feel like he's just so set in his ways. There is no budge. And yes, to a degree, it keeps the Packers in a competitive landscape. But now he's starting to pinch pennies to the point where it can be, I think, a little bit harmful.
Yeah, it becomes very off-putting, and it erodes trust from the top down. And, he doesn't need to be best buddies with the players. In fact, that probably would harm it. But Goody has this way where it's all take. The give and take is the healthy relationship between players and coaches and GMs all the way up and down. Doesn't matter if it's a football team or, whatever organization you want to and whatever you're a part of, there is a little bit of a give and take. And when it's all take, what it does is it erodes trust, and especially in a career where careers are short, like in the NFL. Guys talk in the locker room. They talk about how negotiations are going. They're saying what they're saying in the private negotiations. So it gets out in the locker room, and that lack of trust, what it will lead to is it'll lead to selfish play. And we can see it already with the Green Bay Packers. The Romeo Dobbs, the whole wide receiver room. That maybe we should question if it was ever really kumbaya and all for one and one for all. But now we for sure see that when rubber is meeting the road, these guys are looking at themselves and saying, I got to take care of myself. And if that is not happening, I need to take things into my own hands. Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs.
Tay Wicks,
exactly. So there's plenty of reasons why, as a Packer fan, you do not want to see this. Now, you appreciate Goody for being conservative and smart and having a level of consistency that a lot of teams admire. However, I think what's keeping a ceiling on this team is guys not feeling like they're taken care of, like they can trust the upper management, and it can create a selfish nature in the locker room, which is the ultimate culture killer.
Got to get mine, otherwise I'm not going to get paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing for me is the Green Bay Packers run on this tradition where a lot of guys come here, they feel the mystique, and they win. Right? They win football games, but championships is the ultimate desire of what everybody who gets in the game. I mean, at a certain point, Brad, it went from, hey, I want to learn how to play, but I want to win a championship.
Oh, yeah.
And so for these Green Bay Packers, guys probably feel like they have a chance to win a championship. But the issue I have with Goody, it's one thing to slight your players the way you're doing, but it's another thing to get it wrong and sign all the wrong guys. And when I say sign all the wrong guys, I'm talking about, as Jason said, Rashawn Gary got that extension, but Rashawn Gary hasn't played up to that contract. Kenny Clark was hurt last year, but he got that third contract that rarely comes around, and he didn't perform last season. We talked about Jair Alexander, and the reason why you moved on from Jair because he wasn't available. So you can't walk around like you're making all the best decisions, like your stuff don't stink, if you don't have the results when it matters to back it up. And for Goody, though I think he's a good GM, I would take him over a lot of GMs. He sometimes walks around with this sense of arrogance that he always knows best. And I think it is exemplified and showed when he signed Aaron Banks at guard with the understanding that, Elton Jenkins is just going to move to center, and thinking Elton Jenkins isn't going to say, well, I'll move to center to this position because I'm a team guy, but what do I get out of this, right? And what do I get out of this?
Because it's a less valued position on the offensive line.
But more importantly is that if I'm going to do something, because Elton Jenkins could have said, no, let's compete. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you have Sean Ryan who doesn't have a position, and you still don't have, or maybe you're moving Sean Ryan to center, right, where he's not as strong as Elton Jenkins. So for me overall, when I look at it, like when I look at the scenario, I look at Goody, I just think Goody, he hasn't pulled all the right strings. Clearly, no GM does, but he walks around as if he's a championship GM where he ain't. He ain't that at all.
Well, and it lacks a sense of awareness because if the team's going to ask you to do something, which is going to decrease your leverage in the market if and when he becomes a free agent. And just, you hate to say it, but a center is of less value than a guard, at least monetarily, in the eyes of the NFL decision makers. So to just say, we've already agreed to this contract. Let's just guarantee it so I can be here for the next 2 years.
I want to stay.
Looking over my shoulders. Yeah, that seems like a very reasonable request. And I think when you start to become unreasonable, that's when guys start to pivot quickly.
We'll continue to talk about the offseason as training camp is coming, but the Brewers are all I can think about every day and every night. Plus, Kyle Wallace had a realization of what he should have done with his life. That's next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be piled.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong wind and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Slide into your neighborhood Century Food Store to score the freshest produce, tastiest treats, and everything in between. Now through Wednesday, save on 48-ounce selected variety Cedar Crest ice cream, $4.49. 12-count selected varieties Stone Ridge Fudge or Orange Cream Bars, $3.49. 8-pack or 64-ounce selected varieties Juicy Juice, 2 for $6. 4.5 to 5.3-ounce selected varieties Chobani Flips Yogurt, 2 for $3.
Let's get some strawberries.
Attention shoppers. Safe.
Okay. Ooh, pineapple fulfills every need.
While you're shopping, a drive way back, it's a gunner.
There's something goofy going on with the PA.
Need a price check and I'll take me out to the ball game.
See, what is going on?
You're hearing things. We're at Century Foods, and you can't take your mind off winning that ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes.
I'm hoping to throw out the first pitch at a Milwaukee baseball game.
Or attend batting practice.
Or hold the finish line ribbon for the racing sausages.
You don't say.
The ultimate baseball fan sweepstakes at Century Foods. Enter on Century's Facebook or Instagram by July 30th.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
So we now know where Kyle Wallace was. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESP Wisconsin. Because you put it on your socials. You were at Hamilton.
I was at Hamilton. I was
out in
at
New York.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, everyone thought you had a Jersey accent.
He's more of a Jersey side guy.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize. It's crazy being from the Midwest, especially from Wisconsin. You don't realize that cities are next to each other. It's crazy to me. I can get from Philadelphia all the way to New York in like 2 hours. I can get from like
you can
Philadelphia
get to Chicago in an
That's
hour.
it. That's it. That's
you
it.
Get to Minnesota in 5.
Yeah, in 5 hours I go up and down the whole dang East Coast. 4.5, 5.5.
5 to Minneapolis.
Yeah, 5 sounds about right.
Yeah, shut up, Strofe. And so, did you miss your calling in life?
So here's what I realized, KBN Nation. You know me, I had dreams, as Brad alluded to earlier this year. He ended my high school football career, but growing up as a young kid, I had dreams, looking in the mirror, thinking I was going to get selected with the top 5 pick in the NFL draft, just like a lot of us when we thought we were going to be superstars.
At what age were you still thinking that?
Probably like 8.
Okay, that's good.
Probably like 8, 9, 10. Wasn't until I got to probably middle school that I realized that, a little bit hard. I can tell you, Nick Ballore, when he was working out, I realized I would never, ever, ever make it to the NFL. I said, this kid works his behind off, and I'm never going to work that hard. So ain't no way ain't no way I'm going to make it. And so, overall, though, I realized when I'm at the theater watching Hamilton, I realized I wasted my career. I should have, instead of sitting there lifting weights and playing football, playing basketball, and running around tracks like we have at Vincent, I should have been on the stage talking about I'm not throwing away my shot. I should have been an actor. I should have been in theater. I would have been the greatest theater kid. I miss my calling. I can sing. I can dance a little bit. I can act. I can perform. I can do it all. I miss my calling. And trust me, one thing you see in the NFL, I should have known. Ain't no dread-headed brothers on stage, but there's dread-headed brothers all over the NFL. I should have known my calling. I would have been unique. I would have been special. I would have been on stage. I would have been Aaron Burr. Or you, Alexander Hamilton. You guys don't know who Aaron Burr is because you don't.
Yeah, I do. I've seen that.
Oh, you've seen the play? You saw it in New York?
No, I saw it on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too. But man,
it's so good.
I realized.
But Kyle,
realized
could
my
you really
athletic
be
ability
the
was
guy
limited.
who's theater? I don't think you'd be like that guy.
Could I? I may not live to hear my story, but I will gladly tell it all.
All right, I'm already.
You
story of
singing
tonight.
does
You
not
sound
answer the
horrible.
question. You're tone deaf.
You don't sound good.
Here's a glass for the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us.
So the biggest takeaway
Look, the
that I
girls
have,
looking at me, not the camper.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, I'm
the
talented.
biggest takeaway that I have is you mentioned one of the future NFL players that you worked out with.
Yes.
Worked really. I ain't working that hard. How we know you wouldn't do the same thing?
Yeah, because those guys work really hard, right?
Oh, they don't work too hard.
Oh, okay.
So you just happen.
Oh, wow.
So the door's just open, and hey, do you want to play a role in Hamilton?
This is disingenuous to all the people that have worked their tails off to get to Broadway.
I mean, to memorize a couple lines. I mean, it ain't the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, sounds like you'll be an extra memorizing a couple lines.
I mean, I could be able to do it, man. Listen, if you play the soundtrack in Hamilton with the words quietly underneath, I hit every single lyric.
Same with me with
same
with me for The Greatest Showman, but guess what? It's not how it works.
No, that's what I realized. Watching it, I said, boy, oh boy, weren't you an idiot, Kyle? You really thought you had a chance to make it in sports.
And what an idiot, Kyle. You really think you had a chance to make it on Broadway.
Yeah.
I could. Let me
the
tell you,
NFL of theater.
Let me tell you. And then the Broadway, listen, if you are a man on Broadway, you're a star. The women love you. Everybody love you.
Well, yeah, because they're professionals in the spotlight, the peak of their career.
I'm telling you, I just taking a bow, it would have been me. So, yep, I just realized when I was in New York this weekend, I missed my calling.
You didn't miss your calling.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did. I would have been.
What? So are you gonna put your kid in some theater, some sports? Are you gonna try some different things?
Yeah, they're gonna be way too talented.
Uncle Strope could show him a thing or two as a theater
I'm dead
kid.
serious. I said to myself, well, you're the worst of the theater kids. I said to myself, I said, you know what? I think I would be okay going to play.
Kyle, there's not an age limit like in the NFL. You could still have this dream be a reality.
Go start waiting tables in Broadway.
I can't afford the coach.
Get your first gig.
Do community theater.
Yeah.
We'll support you.
I would attend that show.
Oh, Romeo, where art thou, Juliet?
We're back in 2 minutes. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Southbound 43, we're seeing some delays because of an accident right about at Keith. It's off on the right shoulder, luckily, but we do see delays coming in from before Capitol Drive, past the accident scene, all the way down to the KK River crossing, to be specific. Southbound on 41, backing up from Appleton Avenue to Capitol. Northbound slow from Mayfair up to Hampton. Eastbound 94, you got backups from 92nd Street all the way to about 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, a few clouds, a low of 65. Tomorrow, slight chance for a shower or storm, otherwise mostly sunny, a high of 80 at the lakefront, 86 inland. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Hey, Joe. To what do we owe the honor?
Don't you have CEO-type things you need to be doing? Or Joe might be here because he's been doing some CEO-type things that he thinks we should know about.
Bingo! You guessed it, Monica.
What do you need us to do, Joe?
Well, I'm here because I want to present an idea to you.
Cool. What is it?
I've been talking with finance companies and was able to make a deal for 18-month financing at 0% interest with a $750 or more purchase.
And your idea was to offer 18-month 0% financing to all of our customers?
It's subject to credit approval, but yeah, that's what I was thinking.
How long will we be able to do it?
From July 1st to July 31st.
0% will let people buy diamonds that were on their bucket list.
I know what I'm buying. I'm going on a shopping spree. I'm going to have more jewelry than the Queen of England.
So you like the idea?
We don't like it. We love it.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Live from a wonderful volleyball clinic with the UW Women's Volleyball collaboration between ESPN Wisconsin, Good Karma Brands, helping out the middle school and high school kids in the Milwaukee area. We got a couple women's volleyball players tossing the balls up right now, helping teach the youth.
House.
We are at Vincent High School. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. Strofe Feet running the show, 800-990-3776. Something came across my desk during the 2-minute break, and it was Alex Strofe in my ear. Alex, what do you got?
I don't really know how that comes across your desk if it comes through a headset, but that's
when are you just going to buy into the coming across the desk?
It's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie to you. So I have been doing some research in the break, fellas. And I have discovered in Elm Grove, Wisconsin, a wonderful community theater by the name of Sunset Playhouse, Kyle.
Oh.
And lucky for you, we are just a few weeks out from auditions for Pippin. For Pippin.
Pippin. Scottie Pippen.
No, not Scottie Pippen.
What are we doing with Scottie? The life of Scottie Pippen. I can do that.
The world-famous Tony Award-winning musical Pippin. And the lead character, named Pippin, is the idealistic and intelligent son of King Charlemagne. Pippin longs to find his corner of the sky and a sense of meaning in his life.
So this is like a Greek type.
Curious and restless, he explores war, love, revolution, an ordinary life seeking purpose in a world full of false promises. The lead character, right up your alley.
It does sound like Kyle Wallace's day-to-day life.
It is. We're just buying into the false promises of Wisconsin sports teams. Now you just take that to life on stage as Pippen.
I probably could.
Pippen.
Otherwise, the narrator, the charismatic, mysterious narrator and ringmaster of the trope, presenting Pippen's story. The leading player is manipulative, smooth, and theatrical, guiding the show and tempting Pippen toward an extraordinary ending. This role can be
sounds like Strofe and Kyle have roles.
This role can be played by any gender.
I'm looking at some of Pippen's lines. Thank you, gentle tutors, respected members of the faculty. I'm very glad for the knowledge that
you're too much.
given me.
You're not
but
acting.
Yeah, this is like Christopher
what I'm
Walken.
looking
You have to
for.
know how to have cadence
you don't
in the moment.
You're making up the cadence without knowing anything about
Pippen. Not to waste my life on commonplace, ordinary pursuits. I am going to live life that's extraordinary. I know there is something. I can't.
Not everything can be dramatic.
This is too much. You're very bad.
Everything Kyle would say would be over the top.
Who is you? Okay, you're
okay. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Something completely fulfilling. You know, I'm going to find it. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do
Talking
or
too fast.
where I want to go, but
Yeah.
the core of
down.
that-
Oh, wow.
Time out.
You
time
want
out.
the
I was about to say the
audience to
next line.
understand.
No more reading lines. He doesn't know the cadence of the play. He's
No, wait,
just doing
sir.
it how
No, wait,
Kyle
sire.
wants to do it.
I set everybody out.
So does
Father,
anybody,
it's me, Pippen.
does anybody have like
Is that good, Brad?
experience
It's
in
not good.
plays?
Yeah.
I was in 3 growing up.
I was in 2 plays in middle school.
Wow. I was in Grease, Annie, and Wizard of Oz.
Wow, you guys had good ones. We did Fiddler on the Roof.
Losers. I didn't do any plays. I was just
in
choir.
Legally Blonde, Aladdin, and Les Mis in high school, the musical.
That's range.
That is such range.
Legally Blonde.
Why would any high school do Les Mis? That play is so long and so boring.
It's amazing.
Lasagna
It's
just
very
chimed
musical.
in that he was part of Les
it's
Mis
awful.
on the Carlos Talking
Les
text line.
Mis is awful.
And it was an amazing experience for him because he got to be a part of a cast and a group, and it was a good life-changing experience for him. So now you're crapping on KBN Nation
listen,
again.
I went to go see Les Mis for free, and it's like 2 hours is the first act. And I almost fell asleep. I got to leave. I said, how long is this? Oh, about an hour, another hour plus. I said, I'm out of here.
So
I have no idea how
enough.
Well, Kyle has never been a part of any organized play.
And he's saying he missed
it's
his
going to
call.
be easy. And meanwhile,
trust
me and
And
Strofe have all
I-
been a part of something.
And I still get the role before y'all are Pippen.
And here we go. Kyle the Fraud Wallace has added again.
Come home. I finished school.
I think we should both audition to be Pippen.
Okay. Oh, very well.
Now, this is a
Father.
competition that I would finally need to see.
I got Strofe. Easy money.
Yeah, I think Strofe's going to do
The
it.
issue is it goes on in October. That's the middle of football season, so I wouldn't be able to do it.
But you can audition, and you can kindly turn them down if you're off with the role.
But what's the point of auditioning if I'm not serious about it?
To see who wins.
Yeah. To see if you have what it takes.
I would hate to disappoint them. They would make me like the star. My face would be all across the whole city of Brookfield, East, West, Central, everywhere.
Yeah.
Waukesha County we talking about. My goodness, I heard that Brad worked with Kyle on the radio, but I didn't know he was so good on, in plays and theater.
So what I do know is the Brewers finally play again tonight, because I say finally because I know they played yesterday, but any day they play is a good day to be alive. And they are still out west taking on the Seattle Mariners, and I love me some West Coast baseball. The Milwaukee Brewers are currently plus 110, plus 105, even money some places. And what I can tell you right now is I bet every single game against the Dodgers, and they were underdogs, and it felt mighty good. The fact that it's close to even money, the fact that it's close plus money, it depends on where you look. Pato Sportsbook has it minus 104 right now to minus 114 against the Mariners. Woody on the mound.
Oh.
I have the Brewers because I have to do it. If I bet all 3 out of the break, I got to bet the 4th. I have to.
Yeah, you got to keep it going. I mean, it's on you to keep this winning streak going, Ben, and you can't let them down 10 games in. And as I see for this preview for the game for Woody pitching, is he the biggest question mark for this pitching staff going forward? Because if he pitches well,
100%.
I mean, they are money.
He's the most important in terms of, like, if he can be relatively close. He will never probably be the guy that we remember, but if he can be relatively close to what he was, he's still like a country southern like strength man who like just like that's exactly the kind of guy I want, who's waited 2 years to come back. Like a lot of people are just like, all right, maybe that's it for me. Woody came back, and it's a perfect time for him to come back. And if he can continue to show his command and get a win for this team tonight, they would, as Strofe told us earlier, be 60-40 and tie themselves with the 1979 Brewers with the best start in franchise history. History is on the line tonight for your Milwaukee Brewers.
You know what I love about this winning streak? A lot of things I love about it, but I think the Cubs fans were comfortably in first place, sort of thinking, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, ever since the Brewers have been breathing down their neck. I've seen nothing but panic out of Cubs fans. Whether it be Jim Rutledge on ESPN, Madison, 100.5.
He's a Cubs fan too?
Of course. And him spreading all of his Brewer hate on Twitter, or I've been coming across all these random Cubs fans that are just disrespecting the Brewers.
They're coming at so many advanced analytics to try and justify that the Cubs don't have to worry about them, which is them worrying about the Brewers, which is exactly where you want to be.
And it's so beautiful to see them sweat. I mean, I would love nothing more than the Cubs to think this is finally the year. They're back. We got the manager. We got the payroll. We got the players. And for the lowly Brewers in their mind to surpass them, take the NL Central again, that would be nothing short of beautiful in an already beautiful.
What if I told you guys that you two, who placed a future bet on the Brewers to win the division at around 325 plus 325, I believe it was?
Correct. 20 down to win 80.
Plus 185 right now. So you guys have the value as it stands right now. The Cubs are still the favorites, but there's a lot of baseball left. And, again, the only thing that matters is whenever I can open up my dorky Milwaukee Brewers depth chart on Fangraphs and then just scroll and see who's coming. And that is tomorrow, Jacob Mizorowski, baby.
Buddy.
And then the next time you'd see Jacob Mizorowski? Against the Cubs.
I cannot wait for that series. That is going to be so electric. Is that at Wrigley Field? Or is that at AmFam?
That is
here, right?
At AmFam Field.
Because the last one was supposed to be there and it got rained out.
Oh, baby! Get me excited. Get me excited. Jacob Mizorowski. Like, this is fun. Nestor Cortez scheduled to start on Friday the 25th.
Oh, so he's going to be back from his minor league rehab.
Scheduled. Now, this is not official, but this is a projection of what would happen, and that would make it Cortez, Peralta, Quintana, Woodruff, Mizorowski, Priester, right?
Wow.
So you have 6 guys right there that you're lumping into a starting rotation.
Yeah, again, this Milwaukee Brewers team right now could be very, very impressive. If Brandon Woodruff, like you said, Brad, can be who he was in the past, then that makes me feel even more confident. But I'm already 100% bought into the Milwaukee Brewers. I know what you guys are talking about with the Cubs fans being a little bit nervous, trying to justify, the Brewers can't stay this hot. No, the Brewers are just a good baseball team. And what the Cubs allowed for us to do, because we earned it, is we caught them. So now it's neck and neck for the next 2 months, 2 months and a half to see who's going to win the NL Central. And I'm here for.
And what I want to see, before the trade deadline, because that's the big now new discussion, right? Because the Brewers have positioned themselves so well, NL Central, maybe even World Series hopes. What are the Brewers going to do at the trade deadline? And to me, I would just either love to see one of 2 routes. Just keep it completely consistent. Just say, this is our team and this is our guy. Or you go big and get a guy like Suarez from the Diamondbacks. I just don't want to see that.
No, you got to say his first name.
But I know that it's Gino Suarez.
No, you got to say his full name.
Is it Eduardo?
No.
Eduardo?
It's Ian, right? It's Gino?
Eugenio.
Eugenio. Well, you could have given me a long time. I would not have gotten that. Anyway.
That's why I gave it to him, because I don't know if I had the time for that.
Yeah, anyway, I would rather see Brewers just go truly big.
I love when you go Suarez.
Suarez.
They need that Suarez guy.
Yeah, Gino Suarez. Like they did in 2008, getting CC Sabathia, just saying, we know we have a need, so we're just going to go big and actually do it.
It won't cost as much as CC Sabathia.
Well, CC ended up being, it cost a lot at the time, but ended up chanting Michael Brantley.
I just don't want to see them get a guy who's if Eugenio Suarez is I think a bona fide number one guy on the trade docket. I'd rather them either do nothing or do that as opposed to get guy that's like number 40 and you're just trying to save assets and get a guy at a value. I don't want to see any small moves tinkering. I'd rather see go big or say this is our team and this is who we're rolling with.
I think that Matt Arnold is going to have the green light to make that decision. I think Mark Antanasio is going to give him the green light to be able to say, okay, you know what? If you feel like this is the move that we need to make, then let's make this move. And so I feel very confident that this organization is going to be more than willing to make the move in order to make them feel more confident and comfortable competing in the playoffs this year.
And I feel like Brad probably made the move of looking for the closest Tsunami Express from here.
Oh, I certainly did because the Brewers, I mean, they're rolling. I'll tell you what, too, you can be rolling as well in your beautifully clean, reflective car, but only if you go to Tsunami Express Car Wash. Because if you want to be like me, to be a Tsunami Express member, a monthly member for one low monthly price, you can get unlimited car washes. I am a ceramic member, the top tier wash, because my car only deserves the best, just like your car. You can go every single day, unlimited car washes. So this summer, when that beautiful Wisconsin sun is reflecting on the outside of your car, you can feel good about what you're driving in and look like you're looking clean, be the envy of the road with Tsunami Express Car Wash. Not only the exterior clean, the interior clean. Powerful, free vacuums. You've got powerful air tire for your pressure for your tires. You've got do-it-yourself mat supplies and so much more.
Free air.
Yeah, free air. Free air. I think I rolled over a nail in my car. I need to go to Tsunami Express to pump some free air into that. I'm going to do that as I get my car washed. And I can go as many times as I want. There's Tsunami Express all around southeastern Wisconsin, so don't wait any longer. Discover how you can wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
We haven't had enough Alex Strofe this show, so we're going to give him a chance coming up next. You know what it is. It's the
Wheel of Strofe. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
On southbound 43, a little bit of good news. That earlier accident at Keefe on the right shoulder has been cleared up. The bad news is we still have our regular delays. So coming before Hampton, all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River. On the northbound side, backing up a bit from Fond du Lac Avenue up past North Avenue. Southbound 41, also heavy from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Northbound is slowing down right before Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. And eastbound 94, watch for those backups coming in from 92nd Street all the way past 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, a few clouds, a low of 65. Tomorrow, a slight chance for showers or storms. Mostly sunny, otherwise a high of 80 at the lake, 86 inland. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
50 states, 50 days, and now it's your turn, Green Bay.
I'm Chris Berman. The Sports Center is next.
Now, Sports Center.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the ESPN Sports Center.
The big show is coming to the frozen tundra.
Coming up on the ESPN Sports Center.
Shea Cornette and Sports Center will be live from Lambeau Field for the back-to-football weekend.
As a grand American once said, hi, hello, and welcome back to the ESPN Sports Center.
Tune into ESPN at 11 a.m. on Friday to catch all the action.
The open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley-Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The Brewers return from the break with a jam-packed week of action. First up, a summer battle with the Marlins, July 25th through the 27th. Come for the action, stay for Pokemon Go Day on Friday the 25th, and a Bryce Terang bobblehead on Saturday the 26th, presented by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank. Then, it's time to battle back when the crew takes on the Cubs for 3 games starting on July 28th. Get tickets for a week of Brewers action you don't want to miss at Brewers.com.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Life's about activity. We're seeing it here with this volleyball camp going on. I try to live that every day of my life as much as I possibly can, but you can't do that if you've got the pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back. QC Kinetics is here, though, to give you a pain-free life and say goodbye to that pain for the long term. You might have been told that only surgery and drugs, may those be your only options, maybe even steroids. I'm here to tell you, though, that you deserve to get a free consultation with QC Kinetics because they are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. They utilize things like advanced cellular therapy, platelet-rich plasma, and so many other things to actually help your body heal itself. Don't just take my word for it. 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. So if you're looking to get that life back of activity that you've been yearning for so badly, then QC Kinetics is here to give it to you. Allow them to bring you back to that pain-free living and get your free consultation when you just give them a call today at 414-285-3474, 414-285-3474, 414-285-3474.
Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace with you, live from Vincent High School. We got a great collaboration between UW Athletics and ESPN Wisconsin. 101.7 The Truth. Everyone involved at Good Karma Brands putting on a great volleyball clinic for high school kids, middle school kids. You got some of the best Wisconsin volleyball players in the country here right now helping out the kids. It's a wonderful thing we got going on here. We also are with you, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line with Strofe running the show, and it's time now for the...
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Another day, another buckaroonie. It's the Wheel of Strofe. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, Brad Nortman. With me, we've got a couple things to talk about, fellas. Are you ready to talk about them?
Ready.
Make sure you don't cheat on the push-ups.
Well, I don't have the wheel, so I think we're skipping push-ups today.
No.
The wheel? Oh, wow. The integrity of the wheel.
Nobody's here to spin the wheel on my behalf. So
you could have got your lengthy butt up and walked over to the studio and grabbed it.
I believe you're looking for the word lanky, correct?
Both.
Kelsey Plum over the weekend as WNBA All-Stars wear some shirts as they get ready to renegotiate their CBA deal.
Pay me!
Yeah. Here's what Kelsey Plum said of the Los Angeles Sparks.
T-shirt, just United front was determined this morning that we had a meeting for, and not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just we had a very that really needed to be mentioned.
That was Sabrina Ionescu saying, I don't know if that needed to be mentioned. Why are we taking shots at Caitlin Clark, who is a huge part of the WNBA's explosive growth over the past few years? I don't get this.
These women are haters. Just haters. Matter of fact, I was all for paying them. You know what? Don't pay. If nobody can name who you are, if you aren't selling out your arena, shut up. Shut up. Only one that gets pay raises, everybody from the Fever, everybody from the dang Chicago Sky, and maybe the New York Liberty. Everybody else, maybe Las Vegas Aces too, but everybody else, shut up. It's all about Caitlin and Angel. Everybody else is trash. But they're not trash, they're talented. But don't nobody know y'all. Don't nobody know y'all. That makes me mad.
Have you not heard that yet?
I hadn't heard that either.
I haven't heard it. I saw the press conference, but I didn't listen. I saw the and so I didn't realize she was hating on Caitlin Clark.
Dude, nobody from Team Clark came.
Thank you, Sabrina.
I don't understand these women that are like anti-Caitlin Clark. They're biting the hand that feeds them in Caitlin Clark. I mean, listen, I'm not going to try to get in the economics of WNBA.
Oh, I can tell you about it.
They're subsidized by the NBA.
$50 million a year.
Never turned a profit.
We'll get back to this.
Sorry to cut you off, fellas. We do have some breaking news from Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network. The Packers and offensive tackle Zack Tom have agreed to terms on a 4-year, $88 million extension with a max value of $92 million. That includes a $30.2 million signing bonus. Zack Tom, the right tackle, stays in Green Bay.
Steal.
It's a great signing.
Steal.
More money than the whole WNBA, am I right?
No, come on.
I mean,
come on, answers right there.
It's
right
actually,
there.
I believe it's actually accurate because salary caps are $1.5 million, I think.
Oh man,
I'll take it. That's a great contract. I think he's rated as one of the top right tackles in the NFL, only behind Lane Johnson and Sewell from the Lions. So for him to get that deal where he's only making, my math isn't the best, but we're talking about $22 million per year. Where some of these other guys are getting $28 million per year, I believe.
Well, and as we know, there's the initial deal, and then there's the deal that comes out of the cap hits and we heard the guarantee, but where does it hit? How many years are they locked in? When do they have the option? And when could they get out and not hurt the Packers?
Yeah.
So we'll get those details because they've been doing lots of different things with their contracts to make sure they're not fully leveraged on the back end because that's the Goody way. But ultimately, it's good news for the Green Bay Packers, and the attention stays on Elton Jenkins moving to center and him starting on the non-football injury list with some issues with moving to center and not getting not everything, but the guaranteed part of his money moved as he moves.
Yeah, I think, Zack Tom, alongside Elton Jenkins, which I guess is sort of the alarming thing, those are your two bona fide best offensive linemen playing critical roles. Tackle, absolutely critical for run game, and Jordan Love, be able to be patient back there and take his time and not feel pressured. But you're exactly right, Kyle. You said Penei Sewell and Lane Johnson, two of the bona fide best guys in there, but only behind them is Zack Tom, and he has the respect and the performance against other top-notch edge rusher. So it was a deal they had to make. He's third best in the NFL. That average per year puts him right at third in the NFL. It was a deal that had to be done. I am thankful that Jordan Love's right side, at least, will be protected for years to come.
Yeah, again, steal. Only $30 million guaranteed, you said?
Yeah, 30.2 is the signing bonus. But I think it boils down to this for me. It's overdue. And the Packers, for whatever reason, especially this offseason, seemingly haven't been taking care of their guys on the offensive line. To your point on Elton Jenkins, he's going to enter camp and likely not step on the field on Wednesday, and all he wants is guaranteed money as he does something that's good for the team. But Zack Tom has proven his worth. He's proven he's one of the best tackles in football year over year as a mid-round pick. The Packers preach versatility. I remember the line a couple of years ago. They said he can be a Pro Bowl tackle, an All-Pro guard, and a Hall of Fame center. We'll see where he ends up as his career is extended in Green Bay, but this is overdue. This is really, really, really good news for the Packers' stability at their offensive line. We know they're drafting guys and mixing up guys, right? They have 3 guys now down to 2 with Zack Tom extending, but Rasheed Walker and Sean Ryan are also in contract years, so they're likely going to shuffle in at least 2 new starters in 2026 after the season. So to have at least some stability with Zack Tom locked up now, that is a big, big, big deal, and props to Brian Gutekunst.
Yeah, it was a priority. They had no choice. You can't walk.
You guys don't want to talk about the WNBA?
I mean, I still think that's fascinating. Honestly, I'm ready to get back into it.
While he was talking about that, I was just thinking Kelsey Plum is a hater.
I mean, this isn't the first instance either.
That's why her man divorced.
I've been
Darren Waller, that's why he left.
I've been seeing people getting at her on the internet.
That's why he
said
he said this is what I've been doing. This is how I deal with. That's how I leave. He retired from the NFL. He went crazy.
Did you see the Indiana Fever fan who was wearing Caitlin Clark gear to? I believe she plays for the Sparks, to the LA Sparks game.
Yeah,
she goes and she made her like change the shirt. It's just like
wow.
It's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
She's like our age. She needs to retire.
They should legitimately thank her because, like, listen, she might not be the best objective player in the NBA, but she is, or WNBA, but she is among the All-Stars. She's among the best. But there's no doubt that she is driving eyeballs, which means you drive money, which means everyone gets paid more. And they're coming from a point where they don't make a profit in the WNBA.
It's like one of their biggest leverage points was called out.
If Caitlin Clark retired and she said, I'm going to go play in the 3-on-3 league, or she had plenty of other offers.
She wore the shirt and she didn't have to.
Do you think that the values would be even close to what it'd be? It would be cut in half, the viewership.
Listen, when Caitlin Clark got hurt, I guarantee you the other stadiums, she was like, I'm not going to go to the game. I'm just going to trade a ticket in.
Yeah.
Probably fair.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm all for women standing up for women, not this haterade from Kelsey Plum.
Any more Wheel of Strofe?
Yeah, I do have one more, though I feel like we should get back to Zack Tom at on the other side before we talk with our buddy Brian Bulaga. But Scotty Scheffler accidentally dunking on people is fascinating to me. So prior to the Open, which he won and ran away with this weekend, he said this about how unsatisfying being a professional athlete is.
It feels like you work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes, that kind of euphoric feeling. And like to win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it, you celebrate, get to hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner?
So that's Scotty Scheffler prior to the Open. He then went out after saying that and won the Open. And
in convincing fashion.
And he ran away with it. I mean, it wasn't even really a competition on Sunday. So
that was impressive.
I guess I don't get it. That seems satisfying to me.
It's because you've never been an athlete before.
Well, I've certainly never been the number one golfer in the world. Yeah, the best golfer since Tiger Woods.
Have you ever won anything?
Yeah, what's the best accomplishment you have athletically?
Ooh, that's a good question. Nothing very good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think even like anybody, which I think was what Scotty was getting at, anybody in their top field, I think you got these expectations. I know I felt this way about the NFL. I don't know if you did too, Ben. But like there is like a bit of a letdown. You expect all these things, and it's fleeting, right? It's a very fleeting experience.
Yeah, I didn't
get
to feel that fleeting experience.
Well, you've won a Big Ten championship before.
Well, beyond that, when you grow up, your goal is to play at the highest level. And once you get to that highest level, I'll never be able to say I got to where I wanted to go. I'm 6'2". I went up against Giannis in Summer League, and I said, wow. I'm never going to make it in the NBA.
Well, Peyton Pritchard made it. You could have made it. Yeah. What can he do you can't?
He's really, really, really good.
He can shoot a little bit better.
Yeah, he's just better.
Ben was really good. Peyton Pritchard is really, 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 really good.
Ben was outstanding.
Ben was a really good basketball player.
He was outstanding college basketball player.
But that's the difference. Is not everyone.
So I guess
I was
then
1% of 1%.
Then I defer to the actual professional athlete on the panel. I don't know. You were one of the best punters in the NFL. You played in a Super Bowl. Was there a level of dissatisfaction?
you think it's going to do for you what it can't. You think there's going to be a level of satisfaction, and I made it, and now I'm completely satisfied.
Everything I do in life doesn't matter anymore. Like I can just off in the sunset.
And you just don't get that feeling. I think you think it's just going to do more for you than it actually does. And like you do have like a snapshot of like, wow, this is crazy, pinch me. But like life reverts back, and you're almost left with like a feeling of dissatisfaction. No, we all know second place Brett. I've gotten to the big game, never won it. If you were to talk to like actual Super Bowl winners, there is a level of like, wait, that's it? Like you have the Super Bowl party and you fly them. A month later, you're like, that's it. My life's so different, you know? And then you can like have that experience like a level of sadness almost, because you're like, whoa, I did all of that, and I thought it was going to do for me what it just can't do.
Yeah, got to move on to the next thing.
And Scottie Scheffler feels that, understands it, and still is out there dominating.
That is true. And you can dominate something on the road with a custom Harley-Davidson of your dreams in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. The open road's calling your name at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. This July, burn up some major rubber. Like I said, you can have that custom Harley-Davidson of your dreams in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Just play with your rewards card all July. 4 entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and rewards play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info is online. Must be 21 years older and a reward member to play. How much does Zack Tom signing with the Green Bay Packers matter? I'd say a lot, and we'll dive into that next before we get to Brian Balaga, who will help us dive in even deeper as a former offensive lineman.
Yes.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I?
No,
I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Eastbound 94, we're starting to see some more delays coming in from 84th Street all the way to about 35th. We're looking at about an 8-minute ride from the zoo into downtown, so it's an extra 2. On the westbound side, slowing from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 43, watch for backups just south of Hampton, all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. Northbound is just backing up from just north of Fond du Lac Avenue around North Avenue. Southbound 41 still heavy from just south of Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive with the northbound side backing up just before you get to Mayfair Road. Those delays kick in right up to Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, just a few clouds, a low of 65. Tomorrow, slight chance for showers or storms. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high of 80 at the lakefront, 86 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Kevin Morat, Mentality founder here with a wake-up call. You're running on fumes, gentlemen. Just 1/3 of the free testosterone you need. That's why you're drained, defeated, and disgusted with your progress. But here's the truth. Mentality doctors specialize in epic comebacks. Our clients show an increase of 30% testosterone levels within the first month. We don't just treat men, we reignite lives. Just imagine the focus, energy, and drive being restored. Your comeback starts now. Don't wait. Make this your best year yet. Start today at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
In my mind when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory, and I can't help myself alright. What I ever say is how you mind.
Oh, KBN Nation, you know owning a home is one of the best investments you can make, but keeping it comfortable, energy efficient, and looking great, that takes a little extra work. And if you've got a drafty old window in your home, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this summer, Universal Window Direct makes it easy to finally tackle that project with an offer you can't pass up. Right now, you choose your offer, pick the one that works best for you. Payments as low as $99 a month or 12 months with no payments and no interest. Seriously, upgrade your home now and relax until next year. So don't wait and call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com right now to schedule your free in-home estimate. Trust me, once you get those new windows in, you'll walk around saying, I love my windows.
Strophy, I'm doing my best here with Twitter X blocked on the high school.
Oh, that's
Wi-Fi.
amazing.
Yeah. They need to focus on them books.
And I don't have great service, but I did get one thing to load. It's a tweet from Rob Domofsky, just for those who missed it. Early terms of Zack Tom signing a deal with the Green Bay Packers, a 4-year extension worth $88 million, including a $30.2 million signing bonus. This is believed to be the largest signing bonus ever for an offensive lineman. Any other details that came out that I may have missed, El Strofe?
No, you nailed it. It's a 4-year, $88 million contract extension for one of the best offensive tackles in football. PFF had him ranked 6th last year of all offensive tackles in football. So obviously he's been, the last several years, probably the Packers, actually not even probably, he's been the Packers' best offensive lineman each of the last 2 seasons. The thing I find really interesting, and I think Jason brought this up a bit earlier when he joined us, Adam Stenavich, the offensive coordinator of the Packers, said twice this offseason that Zack Tom would be competing for his right tackle job that he's locked down each of the last 2 seasons. I would guess that is no longer the case after the largest signing bonus of any offensive lineman in NFL history.
I think as a coach, you end up just saying all the things that you.
It's got to be coach speak.
It's coach
speak.
speak.
We're all competing for our job and blah, blah,
I mean,
blah.
I wouldn't take too much stock into that, but I hear your point. Yeah,
well, Jason took stock into it because he circled back and was like, "What do you mean he's?"
It is a strange thing to say,
and he
Jason's
doubled down.
Literal at times. He's literal.
He's a journalist.
Yeah, he is. He has to understand that as a journalist, he should know that people lie and say things all the time.
Why do you say it like that?
Because that's what.
Because you lie and say things all the time.
No.
2 to 5.
I'm not. Listen, nobody. If
Call Gruber.
I am not. I am not a journalist. I am an entertainer who loves sports.
If you were to take the Packers team and say who's the best at their positions across the NFL, you're talking about Xavier McKinney at safety.
Yep.
You're talking about Josh Jacobs at running back. You're talking about Zack Tom at right tackle.
Yeah,
those are among the top players at their respective positions. When you have those dudes, you lock them in for as long as you can. No brainer by the Packers. Good to see he'll be in the green and gold for a while.
It sucks that defensive end is in a position you're saying we have one of those guys.
Hey, he tried. He thought he hit it, and then he found out that he did.
That's the one thing that Jason keeps going back to is he raves about this defense and how great he thinks they're going to be. And I didn't get a chance to follow up because he even mentioned the defensive line, and he did mention the hiring of the new defensive line coach, and I get that can have an impact, but it's still the same guys.
I don't see a new coach as a major needle-moving contributing factor. Like, maybe it'll help them a little bit with some schemes, some techniques, but these guys are pro defensive linemen, that they should know how to get past guys. They should have their moves. They should be able to do them in their sleep. They should be able to be watching film on guys and figure out ways to get around them. It's just like there was no change. The thing that we clamored about all season was no pass rush, right? But I still have visions of Sam Darnold sitting back there for second after second after second.
What did Sam Darnold do against, was it the Rams?
In the playoffs?
Yeah.
I think, he struggled, right?
Was it the Rams? I'm just trying to think of.
They didn't.
No, the Rams got beat by the Lions.
Yes.
Regardless, he had no time. And it was very clear the pressure they were bringing, able to get to him, and how different of a quarterback he was with the pressure on him. And that is the consistency that the Packers have lacked at that position. We all feel good. As a Green Bay Packer fan, you should always feel pretty good heading into the season with an offensive line. Is it going to be?
Yeah.
Is it going to be great? I think they have potential, but it's usually going to be good. They're going to be solid.
They should be an improved offensive line with Sean Ryan having another year under his belt. Eventually, I think that they'll get it figured out.
Banks is a good player.
With Jenkins. Banks he's a good player.
They made an investment, so you have to.
He's a good player. He's played for in a winning culture, so I think the offensive line is better. When I look at the defense and with Jason to his point of, I do think the defense can get better, because of the fact that we'll be year 2 in this defense under Halfley. And then I don't know how much DeMarcus Covington, the defensive line coach, difference he can make, but if he can coach up the depth, because at this point I feel like we've seen the ceiling for Kenny Clark. I think he'll be better this year. We don't know what Lucas Van Ness is, but he's still part of that young group of Colby Wood and Carl Brooks, that those guys still have some development in them. And if they can get better, if they can get you some good reps where there's not that big of a drop-off, and they can find a way to get to the quarterback, not every rep, but at least bring some type of pressure on top of
you can't be relying on that. You need to rely on your top guys that are first-round investments.
But can DeMarcus coach up the young talent? Because there's still a lot of young talent inside of that room. Again, the veterans.
I hate using the word young talent. We have guys that haven't proven anything consistent.
I don't expect Carl Brooks or Colby Wooden or Brinson to be studs, but when I'm talking about when I see Kingsley Enagbari out there, I feel like he gives me some good reps. If I can get guys, if I can develop more guys like that who can go out there, Aaron Mosby can develop better, that means the Green Bay Packers don't have to depend on superstars.
My point is, those good reps from the guys you're mentioning, it doesn't get you where you want to be. It doesn't get you to the finish line.
And Gary and Clark, those guys can get the lion's share of the reps anyway. So in the game, so those guys will be guys that have to produce.
No, they definitely have to produce. But I feel like we seen the ceiling for them. So if you can get where these guys can come in and you have a team effort.
So if you say we've seen the ceiling from them, that's where I have the hard time believing.
Well, that's why if your depth is better, that means you're getting better rep from guys when they are out, right? And so for me overall, I don't think we're going to see a defensive line that's going to terrorize quarterbacks. But if we can see a defensive line that has guys that's not going to sit there and you have an 8-sack game and a 6-sack game and then you only have a 1-sack game for a total team defense, we get more consistency. That's a better football team week in and week out. And with the schedule you have this year, you're going to need your defensive line to be much more consistent week in and week out.
You need to be consistent with your health in every way that you can, and one place that can provide that is the Princeton Club in New Berlin. The place is alive with energy every time I walk in. The staff is friendly. Everyone, there's something about someone who says hi to you. When you walk in, somebody says hi to you every time. I love that. I love the way they treat people, because when I walk in, I have a better feeling about what I'm going to accomplish. Whatever your goal is, could be small, could be large, simply get a tour at the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. You can help provide a strong community. They do different challenges. Somebody just broke a Guinness Book of World Record for longest plank. They just started doing planks at the Princeton Club, and they're like, oh, I'm really good at this. Pushed themselves, found their better tomorrow, and then broke Guinness Book of World Record. I couldn't imagine planking however long they did. But check it out. Get a tour, and you'll join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. Former offensive tackle, right tackle. What a guy to come up next after Zack Tom signs with the Packers. It's Brian Balaga joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Craig Counsell bobblehead that was given away, and we, just did a nice, soliloquy? Is that the right word?
Yeah, like a montage.
Like a Virgil.
Vigil.
Virgil. A vigil. We did a vigil.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Crew Tuesdays are back on July 29th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third down.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in July 29th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road, or visit PellaWI.com today. Join the Brewers as they celebrate 25 seasons of American Family Field at the game against the Marlins on Friday, July 25th. Be here for the return of Brewers legends like Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder as they'll battle former Brewers in a post-game home run derby. Plus, take advantage of special anniversary promotions like discounted draft beers and brats and 25% off at the Brewers team store. All activities featuring alumni will be free for fans in attendance. Get your seats at brewers.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Hey Milwaukee baseball fans, it's Saz. Hoping you'll make Saz's State House your MVP pregame spot. Skip the parking hassle, grab a rack of award-winning ribs, one of our festival famous apps, or a sizzling smash burger. Then hop on our free shuttle to the ballpark. It's the ultimate game day upgrade. Rally with your crew and ride with us. It's Milwaukee's favorite way to play ball. Saz's State House on 5050 State, a Milwaukee tradition since 1976. Free shuttle service for all home games. The finest.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide, barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life or any one 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer and receive one free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly. And I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st and Oklahoma in Milwaukee and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of.
Before the Homer Hour, we're talking to Brian Balaga, former Packer offensive tackle. What a perfect time to have Brian join us. Brian, welcome to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
How we doing, guys?
Doing
well.
great.
Doing
Very
well.
good.
We secured our right tackle for a long time here.
And as somebody who's played that position for the Green Bay Packers, talk about the importance of what just happened with the Packers extending Zack Tom.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm happy for him. Obviously, it's a fantastic deal for him. I think Zack Tom's a really good football player. I've been saying it for a few years now. I think he's gotten better and better as the years have gone on. I think he's proven himself as a very good right tackle, and I think people might have been a little harsh on him on the back end of last year. Obviously, we don't make excuses for ourselves as offensive linemen. That's not something we do. But he was obviously dealing with an injury last year. I think when he popped his pec earlier in the offseason and he gutted through it. That's going to have a lingering effect as the season wears on, right? And I think we kind of saw that issue pop up later on in the year and how that affected him in pass pro. And I kind of broke that down earlier in the season, before the season even started, how that could affect him. And I wasn't making an excuse for him as the season went on, but it was pretty obvious that was becoming an issue for him as the season went on. But regardless of that, he's a very good right tackle. He's very good. He deserves this extension. I'm glad Green Bay got this one out of the way. That secures a piece of this offensive line, because good tackles don't grow on trees. You're not going to find another Zack Tom in the draft. They just don't pop up out of nowhere. So I'm very happy for him. There's another piece locked in. It's another security blanket for Jordan Love for the next 4 years, for sure.
Brian, as we think about Zack Tom, and we've got the Elton Jenkins drama going on about if he'll get guaranteed money at center, moving from guard to center, all the things. I'm curious. I want your expertise on this. I'm going to start the question by saying every position on the offensive line is very important. But if you were drafting a team, what order would you draft them in? Another way to say it is, from most to least important, I want you to rank the starting five of, tackle, guard, center, then right guard, tackle, and center. Because I'm just curious how we should process these moves and who's most important to lock up and not lock up on the offensive line.
Yeah, listen, I think, my bias may come through here a little bit, but I always
let it come through, Brian.
I think the tackle positions are always ones that you want to get figured out right away, because I think the tackle positions they're very hard to find. If you can find two good tackles, you want to get those two guys figured out as soon as possible. And if you have two good ones, Green Bay's always been, I would say, fairly fortunate to have two good tackles in house. For quite a while. For a long time it was Cliffy and Tausch. I'm not going to sit here and toot my horn. I was okay, but we had Bach and myself, and now this tackle position or battle we got going on at left tackle. I hope that sorts itself out. But whatever's going to happen at left tackle, may the best man win. But now we got Zack Tom on the right side, so you want to lock in your tackle spots. That is just a must. And then I kind of look at what we have going on. I think the guard position obviously is very important. You want the interior of that pocket to be as firm as possible so that the quarterback can move forward. It's just, I look at it, because the center position's important too. Obviously, depending on the defense that you play, the center is uncovered a lot of the times as well. But their main role, in a lot of the offenses, is communication, making sure guys are on the same page. But I would say, the guards and then center. But with this being said, with our situation right now, with Elton moving to that position, when you're having a veteran that's been in this offense that's as good as Elton is, you want to make sure that you keep that guy in-house. You don't want him to go anywhere. You want to keep him there because he knows this offense. He knows all the calls, and he's a very good player. Because then when you do have a guy like that, you can put more responsibility on him to, say, block one-on-one and let the guard go help a tackle or something of that nature. So there's things that having a really good center free you up to do. And I've been able to be around a lot of good centers that can block one-on-one and do those things.
Brian, you're talking about the center position with Elton Jenkins, and Elton Jenkins on the non-injured list, and not basically sounding like he's not going to practice with this new signing. And I'm sure there's money still to be moved around. But do you think this will mean something for Elton Jenkins' future with the Green Bay Packers long term?
Well, I think we're looking at it long term. I don't know if Elton wants anything long term, right? Like, I don't think. I think that's
next
the whole
season,
point.
After this season.
Oh, after this season. Yeah, that's a good question, and I don't want to get ahead of my skis here, right? Like, I'm more worried about like right now and getting him like to practice, right? Like, 'cause I think that's the most important thing, and like obviously to get there, I think we all know what that's going to take, right? Like, I think everyone knows what that's going to take, and that's moving some money in this last year into this year guaranteed. Like, that's what this thing's going to take.
So when Goody sees it, why not?
I don't know. I listen. I wish I had the answer. I'm not sure, but I hope it gets done. Like, I really hope that's the next move up on the docket right now. Is like they got Zack Tom done. They got that figured out. Getting that move frees up space. It makes things a little more clear, and now they can kind of mess with Elton's deal a little bit before things get going tomorrow. That's at least what I'm hoping.
All right, now I love it.
Well, Brian, we appreciate you joining us, and we will get more of your insight